Yeah, yeah. What's good with y'all this Saturday afternoon? What's popping with you? Shout out to everybody in the chat already. I appreciate y'all for being motherfucking patient and giving me a few minutes. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat already that were waiting on the nigga. I appreciate you. Matter of fact, shout out Judah. I see you, Judah. House of Nicholas. What's popping? Junior. Who is that? Who is that? Yeah, Junior Preston. Zach, what's good? Kid Sullivan. Rockhead 81. Uncle Quan, what's hood, baby? Shout out Corey David. I see you. Shout out everybody in the chat. Pull up. Step on the like button. Share the live. Let them know we live. Right now. Y'all see what the title is. You see the goddamn thumbnail. Carolina Panthers. Iron Key. Free agents. We gonna get into it. Pull up on me. We going cam up today, baby. You know what I mean? I'm drinking on a little bit of, you know what I mean, gentleman's jack and coke. So you already know I'm about to twist a good grade thing up. Pull up on me, baby. It's Saturday. Y'all know what time it is. We will be going cam up today. I ain't seen y'all. I ain't seen y'all in a couple minutes. You know what I mean? I think we go cam up. Y'all let me twist my green thing. You know what I mean? And we get right into it. Shout out everybody in the chat already. I see y'all. Shout out to 42 in here. Mr. 843 Legend, Elite Good, Brandon Ross, Carolina Pride, QT. What's up, Nick? D Cash. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let me pull up real quick. And I'm twisting up right now as we speak. You know what I mean? So y'all, hey, look, share the video. Make sure you step on that like button. You know what I mean? Let them know we live over here. You want to show extra love. You see the cash app in the ticker. You know what I mean? Don't play with me. Show that love. You know what time it is. It pour me up a nice little drink. Little drink. Little green thing. We're gonna be here for a while. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna overdo it today. It's my hey, shout hey, it's matter of fact, you know, it's my anniversary this weekend. This my weekend's anniversary rather. Anniversary gonna fall during the week, but me and my wife been celebrating. We've been celebrating since what Thursday night. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's my anniversary weekend. We popping, we going this our 22nd year together. You know what I mean? So we moving, man. You know what I mean? It's fun times right now. Shout out Primo Smith. Shout out Fizz in the house. Bill Mack, Domo Smith. What's hood? Illmatic. What's popping, baby? Shout out Rockhead 81. Say happy anniversary. I love you for that, Rockhead. You know that. You pour up some of this gentleman's jack. Yeah, man. Hey, if y'all don't know about that gentleman jack, let me show it to you. The gentleman's jack, Daniel. Can you see that? That's that gentleman's jack. You know what I mean? Shout out to Gentleman Jack Daniel. I'll see y'all in 1 second. Give me a second. Pull up on you in a minute. Shout out DJ Free for that cash app. Say for the best podcast. Hold on, let me see what you said. Let me see what you said, DJ. My nigga DJ Free say for the best podcast in Panther Nation, hands down. I love you for that. I love you for that. You know what time it is. I strive to do it different over here. You feel me? I strive to do it different. I appreciate that love, man. Shout out DJ Free. Give me 1 second though, y'all. And look, y'all twist up. Y'all twist up. Austin Wright, what's popping? Miss Cool, what's good? Fade, what it is? Hey, who we got? What's that? Jerome Johnson Music. I see you. Yeah. Marcos Cash say happy anniversary. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I hit her with a little gifts today. You know what I mean? I got her a little juicy today, fella. Make no mistake about it. I hit her with a little gifts today. You know what I mean? She on cloud nine. Let me show y'all what this look like though. Show y'all what I'm sipping on. I got the Gentleman's Jack Daniel with a little bit of that right there. Let me see if y'all can. I'm trying to show it to you. See that right there? Just real simple, something elegant. You know what I mean? And there's the glass. There's the glass. You see what time it is, don't you? I would show y'all what I'm smoking on, but YouTube ain't gonna let me do that. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back with you. I'll be right with you. Shout out Primo Smith. I see you, man. I see you. He say congrats. Oh, yeah. I love y'all for that love. Kid Sullivan. Y'all know I love y'all, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna let my wife know y'all said that. I'm gonna let my wife know y'all show heavy love. You know what I mean? She watching, I'm sure. She listening, I'm sure. She just ain't at the crib right now. But I trust. I trust she know what time it is. Yeah, gentlemen. Pepper. Delicious. Shout out everybody in the chat. Pull up. Shout out Illmatic for their cash app. Say happy anniversary. I love you for that, man. You know that, Ill. You know that, bruh. I try to tell you, young niggas. I mean, coming up in life, I used to tell these young niggas now, and I still stand on it. To any man in the world, and if you got a wife, woman, girlfriend, I don't care, whatever the case may be. But I always say this, and I stand on it. I've been with my wife for 22 years now. Now, you know, I say that to say this. Each year in, each year out, I strive, you know, to at least, you know, make her happy, or, you know, at times, you know, when she ain't right, we try to, as her man or as her husband, I try to appease her or ease certain situations. That's what by design. That's by design. That's what I'm supposed to do. But point is, I say this and I stand on it. You're a single man, right? Or a woman, don't matter. The shoe fit either way. You single man, single woman. You got multiple women, multiple men. You know what I mean? So as a man, you got 3, 4 women that you like to conversate with. You know what I mean? If you lay them down, you fuck on them, you fuck on them. You feel me? Either way, the case is that. But what I'm saying is this. I tell people, and I always told Luke, especially young niggas, and to this day, grown men as well. It's harder to keep one woman happy versus 3 or 4. You understand me? For the simple fact, if you got a wife, a woman of 22 years, and that's just me. I can't speak for everybody, but you got a woman, a wife, girlfriend, baby mama. You've been with her for a while. You, sir, have true game. True game. That's what it takes to keep one woman happy for multiple years, week in, week out, day in, day out. It takes game, son. Versus having multiple women. Hell, you on a Saturday, you got 3 or 4 women you talk to, you fuck on / whatever the case may be. On a Saturday early, you can call one of them. She ain't talking right, you hang up, bitch, get off my phone, right? Call the next bitch. She ain't talking right, I get with your ass tomorrow. You go down your list, find the one you gonna chill with that night, bang, you set it off. But one woman, your game has to be airtight, day in, day out, week in, week out. Every minute of the day, you got one woman, everything has to be dedicated to that one woman, is what I'm saying, even emotionally. So that's why I say to you, you got multiple women, you don't got to emotionally tie yourself to them. Therefore, the job is easy. Bitch, get off my phone. But got a wife of multiple years, you got emotional ties with that woman. You didn't cry with her. You know what I mean? You didn't laugh with her. At some point, she your best fucking friend. You got to have game to maintain that relationship. Shout out Marco's Cash. Say you right. Been with my wife going on 17 years. God damn it, it ain't easy. That ain't easy, Marco. It ain't easy. You gotta have game for her. She wake up pissed the fuck off because she done had a dream about you doing some snake shit. I don't know. Yeah, you know how women are. Shit, so now you gotta emotionally subdue her. And ain't easy. Versus multiple women, you say, look here, bitch, I'm going out of town. I'll holler at your motherfucking ass when I get back. Try that shit with your wife. Watch what happens. You be in goddamn court, nigga. She taking everything. Got your old child support, busting your motherfucking ass. You understand? I'm almost there. We gonna get into the content. I'm just shooting this shit with y'all. Pull up on me. Share the video. Let them know we live, man. If you're not subscribed over here, you know what to do. We get ready to get into the content. Y'all see that. We finna talk about key fucking free agents. Key free agents the Carolina Panthers should at least entertain. You know what I mean? And I got a list of them. I got a little list of key free agents I do know of that the Carolina Panthers should approach or, you know, at least try to acquire. Say, as a matter of fact, these players will instantly change the tone of this offense and defense. And players on offense and defense on this list. And we're gonna get into it. We definitely getting into it. Shout out everybody in the chat. I see y'all been waiting on me. We going Cam up here in a minute. Shout out Choppy71. Derek B, what's hood? Joseph, I see you. Marriage is real hard, huh? Just got started. Oh boy. Oh boy. Shit. Just wait. I mean, it's vice versa. Even with the women, the same applies to women. You know what I mean? She got her husband at home. She gotta make sure that nigga straight at all times of the day. You feel me? Versus her having multiple niggas she called friends. Hell, she just ain't gotta answer the phone for that nigga. But let her be your wife and you call your goddamn wife and she don't answer her motherfucking phone 2, 3, 4 times. Okay then. Watch what happens. You get home, it's a fucking problem. And I'm talking about the woman from the woman's point of view. You don't answer your husband phone call or your boyfriend phone call, goddamn it, watch what happens. Especially if he know your motherfucking ass ain't hurt or in jail no goddamn well. You better pick the fuck up or call back immediately. Or it's gonna be a problem. Shout out Broski in the chat. I see you. We get ready to get into the content. Now y'all know I'm just speaking from my life, from my lens, and quite frankly, I live a real life. I got a real life lens, so when I speak from it, I'm sure you can relate. Because shit, if you live real life, that means you relate to real life. So we gonna speak real life over there. Y'all know that about me. I'm not gonna play with y'all. Shit, man. We talking real life, and I just thought I'd mention that it was my anniversary this week. Y'all grown with me over the last 3, 4 years. Look here, we damn near cousins now. We damn near cousins now. All right. I'm sealing up right now. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me. I'm sealing up right now. That gentleman Jack, that good shit. I've been on that Jack and Coke lately. You know what I mean? For some reason, a good drink. And right now I'm sealing this leaf up. I got y'all coming right in. Then we getting into the content. Yeah, Brett S. We cousins now. Shit. We family. No bullshit. Let me get the thing sealed up. I'm ready to light it, honestly. Say it's an ugly Saturday, great day. I'm in the crib, chilling out. I ain't making no noise. Yeah, man. I ain't making no noise at all, man. Shout out to the Panther podcasters across the landscape. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Panther podcast. I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like they stepping their game up. I feel like the Panther podcasters across the landscape are stepping their game up or trying to. And I mean by me saying that, I'm only saying they dropping more content. Still dry as fuck, but hey, your content reflects your personality. Your content reflects your personality. Now let's get into that goddamn content. I got my thing twisted now. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all shit twisted up. I hope y'all G'd the fuck up now. Now we can get into the content. I'm gonna let that goddamn rest for a second. Take me a little sip of this. That's what we gonna do. We gonna take a little sip and we gonna get into it. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Step on the fucking like button. Let them know we live. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do so. Do that for me. For me. First off, you see the title. See the motherfucking thumbnail. See the thumbnail, you see the motherfucking title. The Carolina Panthers, iron key fucking free agent. Now I'm not making this up. I'm letting you know these are names that the Carolina Panthers may target in free agency. Not just because I'm saying they may, because I got a little insight. Yeah, man, I got a little insight to what may happen. Now these are three free agents. Now, the one most recent free agent that's out, that's just now getting out, being just got released by the LA Rams, Bobby Wagner, linebacker. Y'all know that. If you're fresh out of a goddamn prison cell and didn't know Bobby Wagner was released, then I'm telling you now, the Rams released him. I'm sure that now, listen, hear me good. Now, I'm not sure what kind of relationship him and Thomas Brown may have, but there may be a connection there between Thomas Brown and Bobby Wagner. There may be something we can look into. And I think this is Bobby Wagner's, from what I heard, this is Bobby Wagner's last stint wherever he go. I'm hearing wherever he play at, this is his last contract. He gonna sign in the NFL regardless. He said he if he don't, and I'm hearing if he don't sign fast, so where Bobby Wagner might stop playing. That's just let's just say that's alleged because it ain't out there, but that's what I'm hearing. Bobby Wagner may sit down if he's not signed where he want to play and fast and soon. I'm hearing he don't want to go through the long haul of free agency or some shit of that nature. But shout out Bobby Wagner because I think right now, as of late, since he was released, Bobby Wagner's name been circulating around the Carolina Panthers already. So there may be smoke there may be not. But hey, let's look at Bobby Wagner, what Bobby Wagner can and potentially may bring to this damn defense. Now we know we depleted, or not even say depleted, but we need a little spark at linebacker. It's a fucking fact. You know what I mean? We don't have, well, we got a linebacking core full of no names. Even with Shaq Thompson amongst the group is still nameless. How about I just say it like that? Shaq Thompson alone, the group is still fucking nameless. Shout out Derek for that cash app. My niggas say happy anniversary. Oh, you know I love y'all for that. I love y'all for that big love, man. Shout out Tony for that cash app. Yes, yeah, no bullshit. I love y'all for that love. Big love. Amen. Shit, I can't even front on that. But Bobby Wagner. We know what he brings to that nameless fucking linebacker room, and that's just what it is. He plays the position at a high level, you know what I mean? And I know because I looked at his stats from last year, finished with 140 tackles, 6 sacks, 2 interceptions. Bobby Wagner still got a heavy nose. He's a bloodhound for the ball. You know what I mean? He's a bloodhound for the ball. Put it like that. Still, even at this stage of his career, he getting you 140, 6 sacks, 2 picks. Shit, just off those numbers alone, me as a general manager slash Scott Fitterer, I'm going after Bobby Wagner due to that alone. And mind you, and here's another little key, a little key piece to that. Bobby Wagner has a relationship with Scott Fitterer from Seattle. So this, I think the Bobby Wagner, matter of fact, let me put a star by Bobby Wagner, because I think the Bobby Wagner shit may be more of a play now than anything. I'm liking Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner with the in this linebacking core, especially if we're projected to go to a 3-4 base. Bobby Wagner in a 3-4 fits perfectly. I mean, his skill set fits that scheme perfectly. I'll say that. Shout out Panther Nation for that super sticker, man. Yeah, Panther Nation. I love you for that. But his skill set fits that 3-4 base scheme. Should we run it, or should that be what we line up in? Perfectly. And I would like a Bobby Wagner, 140 tackles, 6 sacks, 2 picks. That's instant production. That's instant production from a starter. He's a starter soon as he started day one, even as a free agent. But we'll move on. We'll circle back to Bobby Wagner. Another name on this free agent list that I'm told the Carolina Panthers may approach and sign in free agency. Wide receiver Alan Lazard. I said this a couple times, maybe a month ago. Where we knew Alan Lazard was going to be a free agent. Again, I told y'all about a month ago, Alan Lazard, him and his agent put it out. If they put it out what he was asking for on the free agent market. Three-year deal, $33 million. This is still the same. This number hadn't changed for Alan Lazard. This is the number he wants. And by all accounts, I believe this is the number he's wanting. And he's gonna get 3 years, $33 million. You're looking at a little over $10 million a year. You don't have to guarantee him that. You give him a bulk of that and incentivize the rest contract wise. We ain't got to worry about it. You know what I mean? Austin Corbett, shout out Austin Corbett. We get into that. We get into that on another live. Shout out Panther Prime Podcast. What's good with you? It drank good. Andrew, what's up, baby? Shout out Andrew for that cash app. Andrew, you know I love you. Hey, look, I'm going to drop the link momentarily. I got you, baby. Again, Alan Lazard, another key free agent that I'm told the Carolina Panthers may go after and acquire. Again, Alan Lazard finished the season with 60 total catches. What's that? 788 yards for 6 touchdowns. I mean, was his numbers jumping off the chart? No, not at all. 6 touchdowns, maybe, because our number one wide receiver ain't giving you 6 touchdowns a season, but 6 touchdowns, maybe. 60 catches, not so much. Not even the 788 yards. But to me, that says a certified number 2 wide receiver in this depth chart. I'm talking about in Carolina. Now, 60 catches. I looked at his 60 catches, and then you see that this year they had the emergence of that young nigga Watson, the other wide receiver in Green Bay, Watson, which took a lot from Alan Lazard. Plus, Alan Lazard missed a total of 4 games this year. So you don't miss 4 games, and Aaron Rodgers don't have another big, fast, fucking wide receiver, young, big, strong, fast wide receiver in Watson. I think Lazard numbers are better, but still in all, you miss 4 games. Still, you finish with 60 catches, 6 touchdowns, 788 yards. That's a viable number 2 wide receiver in this on this depth chart. So I say, to me, if I'm GM, I'm looking at that 3-year, $33 million deal, and I'm looking at it seriously. And I'm thinking, we'll stop right there. We're going to circle back to that. We're going to circle back to that. Now, another free agent that's out there that's hit the market that I think the Carolina Panthers should entertain and it's actually two of them. You know what I mean? It's actually two more that I really want to talk about. And I, I don't. It's just something we need to talk about. Two names: Derek Carr and Jimmy Garoppolo. These are two quarterbacks that's going to be sitting the top of the free agency. Make no mistake about it. These are two free agent quarterbacks that will be at the top of the list, or will drive the free agent market for quarterbacks this year. Barring Aaron Rodgers is out of Green Bay, he'll be the leader, I think, in this category, setting the fucking market for these for Jimmy Garoppolo and a Derek Carr. But Jimmy G, right, is what I want to talk about. Jimmy G last year, just this season out. Now, mind you, he hurt multiple times, miss a significant amount of time this season, just to say the least. But Jimmy finished with 24-37, 2,437 yards, 16 total touchdowns to 4 interceptions, finishing with a 103 quarterback rating, right? And his completion percentage was right there, low 70s as well. And he missed significant time. Now, if you give Jimmy G a viable run game, he look, 16 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. I gotta like that high, and even in the low 70 completion percentage, Jimmy G is what he is at quarterback. Now, when I ask myself, is he worth signing in free agent for a free agent deal? And I'm talking maybe 1 or 2 year deal. Of course he is. Of course he is. If you're like me, right? And then let me light this goddamn green thing. Light the goddamn green thing up. We'll put on one of these Panther thinking caps. But if you're like me, right? And you don't believe in drafting, let's say, an Anthony Richardson with that number 9 overall pick, then the best play for you as a GM, if I'm GM, and I'm speaking for the entire organization, the city of Charlotte, state of North Carolina, state of South Carolina, then me personally, I gotta entertain a Jimmy G or Derek Carr. Which leads, because for one, I'm not confident in drafting a Anthony Richardson at 9, and if by all accounts you niggas swear up and down this nigga Anthony Richardson gone top 10. That's what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. Mock drafts is spewing this bullshit. Then I don't feel comfortable drafting him at 10. So as a GM, I'm entertaining free agency at quarterback. Now, and a lot of y'all might say it's risky. You know what I mean? Risky to not draft him at 10. And I'm talking Anthony Richardson because, quite frankly, if we don't move up, he may be the only option there at quarterback worth taking. Now, I said to y'all on a prior live, Will Levis versus Anthony Richardson, or I forget the title, Anthony Richardson versus Will Levis. To me, out of the two, Anthony Richardson is the better quarterback. He's the better prospect. He has the highest ceiling, to me. I mean, he may be the biggest game changer out of the two. But I don't feel comfortable drafting him at 9. So if I'm GM, I'm looking at Jimmy G. I'm looking at a Derek Carr, and I'm looking at him like they have sex appeal almost. You feel me? Like they fucking sex symbols. That's how I'm looking at it. With a little lust. I'm lusting over the motherfucker. That's how I'm looking at it if I'm GM, because these two players become sexy to me. You know what I mean? Sexy free agents. Shout out Scott Fitter. He said it. Said they going after sexy shit this offseason. Sexy was the words he used. I'm not making it up. That's a fucking fact. That's a quote coming out of goddamn Scott Fitter's mouth. He used the word sexy, goddamn it. I ain't making it up. It's a fact. But I don't trust it. I don't trust Anthony Richardson at 9. And listen, by all accounts, goddamn it, by all means, you draft Anthony Richardson at 9. You play that bitch week 1. No, don't. Ain't no excuse. There ain't no fucking excuses. You put his ass out there in the preseason. You getting reps with the listen. Don't take nothing from him. You draft him top 10. You give him everything he fucking need. And if he don't succeed, that's you flopping. That's the organization failing. Then you can say the nigga's a bust. But you give him what he need. If he fail, he fail, goddammit. But hey, I just don't feel comfortable with it. And I say that and I'ma stand on that. At 9, it just don't equate itself. Anthony Richardson for 9 at number 9, it just don't. You losing there. It's like buying food stamps from a motherfucker. You getting their ass half of what they getting you in food stamps. Actually, motherfucker with the food stamps losing. You get motherfucker getting you $50 for $100 worth of food stamps. Yeah, you losing. Yeah, that ain't no flip there. Hell, the nigga buying them from you coming up, not you. But either way, those were the 4 free agents that I swear, and I think automatically a Bobby Wagner. If you acquire a Bobby Wagner in this offseason, the defense immediately gets that better. The defense is improved with one addition, with one player as an addition, and in Bobby Wagner, because he makes that defensive core, that defensive linebacking room relevant. You know what I mean? Shout out Stephen Lane for this super chat. He say I was about to write, but then I heard food stamps. I know that. shout out my guy Stephen Lane. You know what time it is. This is real life over here, right? We talking real life. But by all accounts, man, all accounts, back to it. Bobby Wagner makes this defense better. So if I'm GM, I'm signing him, or I'm attempting to. Now, quite frankly, I don't think there's a number too high that Bobby Wagner and his agent or his representation can come up with that deters the Panthers. Quite frankly, now I might maybe the length of this contract with a Bobby Wagner may be a concern, depending on how long you lock him up. 1 to 2 years may be it, but I like Bobby Wagner on a 2-year deal. I do. He gives you that. He gives you more. He gives you production both years. Shout out Stephen Lane again for that super chat. Stephen Lane say Bobby Wagner. You say you ain't lying. Y'all better listen to Mr. Unky Bunky. Yes, sir. Say y'all better listen to Mr. Unky Bunky. He makes the defense that much better instantly. So as GM, I'm doing what I got to do to sign a Bobby Wagner. Now we go to Alan Lazard. Let's talk Lazard. A lot of y'all in Panther Nation may not like Alan Lazard, but understand what he is. I mean, granted, you can say Aaron Rodgers made him all he was, or people will say that, but Alan Lazard has talent. He has talent. I believe he can play anywhere in the league at wide receiver. Hell, I had him in fantasy. I know exactly what he's capable of. He's capable of multiple touchdowns a game. So 3 years, 33 million. Okay, now I look at the contract length first. 3 years. Alan Lazard for 3 years. I think he's like 27 years old. So you get it for up to 30 years old. He's not a young nigga, but he's not old neither. So you lock Alan Lazard up for 3 years. Now what he brings, again, like I told you, viable number two wide receiver. That means you take a little stress off of DJ Moore, which means he don't have to carry as much load mentally or physically. So you kind of preserve your number one in DJ Moore longer. If you as a franchise see you won't keep him. Now, what Alan Lazar is a big frame. I think he's like 6'4", somewhere in there, 6'4", 6'5". Big frame wide receiver, good straight line speed. To me, he's more of a more agile Mike Evans almost. Got a little more speed than Mike Evans. I think he's a better athlete than Mike Evans myself. That's just me. Don't make me say y'all said that. I said that. But what he is another version of a Mike Evans. You know what I mean? Tall, wide receiver, physical at the top, the point of contact of the ball. So he does have a large or big catch radius. So Alan Lazard, instead of using one of those draft picks that we could use at, filling this defense with more premium players, I think you lock an Alan Lazard for 3 years, 33 million, you getting off. I think that's a steal with what he can offer you at the wide receiver position. Now, let's get into the Jimmy G and the Derek Carr. Jimmy G, Derek Carr. Quite frankly, Jimmy G or Derek Carr is still free agent. I'm hearing now, like I said, it was talk about Derek Carr being locked in with the Jets. You know what I mean? That's what the talk was. Now the talk is the Jets dead. Now Carolina Panthers being another or being a front runner for the landing spot for Derek Carr. I mean, they playing so many games with the quarterback talk. It's ridiculous. Shout out to 124 in the chat right now. Y'all step on that like button. Share the video. Let them know we live. Subscribe if you not. Turn your notification on so you don't miss shit I drop. You feel me? Let's move on. Jimmy G, Derek Carr. To me, they virtually the same player to me. You know what I mean? Now, either one of those guys are gonna offer you a viable threat as a runner. No. But they both do have good pocket presence. Now, Jimmy G has been hurt multiple times. I say what Derek Carr has over Jimmy G, and they're both damn near neck and neck. I think, matter of fact, Derek Carr has more passing yards, more touchdowns than Jimmy G already. So if I'm looking at the two quarterbacks' career, Derek Carr would get the nod over a Jimmy G. So let's look at it like that. Let's view that like free agent quarterbacks, free agents 1A and 1B. 1A would be, of course, Derek Carr, and Jimmy G would be 1B or 2A, however you say it, 1A and 2A. 1A, 2A, Derek Carr, Jimmy G. That's how I see it. And that's just me. That's how I see it. I believe, matter of fact, it ain't how I see it. It's a fucking fact. Derek Carr's better than Jimmy G. It's a fucking fact. You look at the stats, he is. I mean, I don't even know who I'm trying to sugarcoat this shit for. Derek Carr better than Jimmy G. So if I'm looking at a 1A and Derek Carr, and still, none of the specifics about what Derek Carr is looking for as far as contractual yet. I haven't heard anything as far as what he's looking for as far as years go, guaranteed money. I don't know. I've heard speculation around between 35 and 40 million he's looking for per year, but none of that. All, like I say, speculation. Now what the fuck that is? Shout out Stephen Lane again for that super chat. Stephen Lane running it up. Stephen Lane he say I'm up here in PA wearing my Panther stuff and people are mean to me, Unky Bunky. That's all right. That's all right. Just tell them they know what time it is. God damn it. They know what time it is, Stephen Lane. That's all you tell them. And pull off on their motherfucking ass. Say, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you know what time it is, motherfucker. And walk off on it. Detroit Lion talk on old Pauls. What the hell is that? Shout out Carolina, Detroit Lion talk. With old Paul. Copio, what's up, baby? Coplito, what's good? James Jones, Zach, what's popping? Yeah. Tell him again, Illmatic. Illmatic say show love in that goddamn Cash App. Y'all make sure y'all do that. Jump on that like button. Y'all nigga caked up there, so you nigga get your little tax time money and shit. Niggas act like they don't know a nigga. Hey, Ill, they act like they don't know a nigga. Nigga get caked up. Yeah, man, it's all right, though. I love y'all still. I love you, baby. Shout out Donna B. We in here. But what was I saying? Yeah. Derek Carr better than Jimmy G. So if like I say, I don't know what his actual asking price is, but I've heard speculation is between 35 and 40 million. That's just what I'm hearing, and as of right now, I'm gonna stand on that. I got to until I hear it and see something I can stand on. 35, 40 million for Derek Carr, yeah. Now, in the chat, I'm asking y'all in the chat. 35, 40 million a year for Derek Carr, too steep or not? Yes or no? Go. 35, 40 million a year, too steep for Derek Carr, yes or no? In the chat, go. Let me know. Zach say he asking 35. Okay. Illmatic say, yep. James Jones say, we love you, Hug. Oh, yeah. You know what time it is. Zach say he asking 35 in the chat. Too high, too much or not? Oh, God. Detroit Lion, you stay over there, nigga, since you holler too steep. Andrew say, fuck no. Andrew, you stay right there. Candy Girl say high. She say that shit too high. She say, yeah. Too much, 1-2 said. SC Space say too steep. All right, y'all stay right there. I got y'all. All right, shout out to everybody that say that's too steep. 35 is too steep. And that's his asking price, and we'll just stay at 35. All right? Watch this. Just 3 years ago, we gave Teddy Bridgewater $23 million a year. 23. All right? It's $12 million from that 35 Derek Carr's asking. Now, mind you, that was 3 years ago. The salary or the league salary cap since those 3 years, 4 seasons ago with Teddy Bridgewater has in fact quadrupled since then. So what as now and I did the analytics on this, and this is why I asked y'all this question. If Teddy Bridgewater was in the same position today and coming into the league this year, his asking price would in fact be around $31 to $33 million a year. Teddy Bridgewater, and I'm talking about the same Teddy we signed then. I did the analytics on it. So I asked y'all, I'm asking y'all this, which means I did the reverse on that. I said, well, damn, if that's the case, let me see what Derek Carr's asking price would have been 4 years ago. Same as what I did with Teddy Bridgewater. Derek Carr's asking price 3 years ago was in fact $25.5 million. So mind you, we gave Teddy Bridgewater $23 million. One season he played for us. We signed him for 60, but we only played one. Now we gave Teddy 23, but at the same time, in the same league, Derek Carr was going to the Pro Bowl, throwing for 4,000. But his asking price was 25 fucking million dollars that season. 2 million more than Teddy Bridgewater. So I say that to say this. The 35 that Derek Carr is asking for is actually market price. It's actually market value for the base. That's actually base starting price for any NFL quarterback. So I'm gonna ask y'all again in the chat. Is 35 million for Derek Carr too much? Yes or no? Shout out Andrew. Shout out everybody that said hell no, 35 million is not too much. Yes, sir. Shout out Junior. The base price for a starting quarterback has in fact damn near. It goes up each year. Each year, the market value resets itself, but for every position, not just the quarterback. The quarterback position is just one that that's too steep. Shout out Ill, shout out my nigga Ill. Say too much. My nigga Ill say that's too much. Ill, that ain't shit. When in fact that's actually 2 to 3 million above the asking price for any starting quarterback in the league. 35 million's the low end. So if now let's just look at these numbers, man. I just want y'all to stop before y'all. Yeah, 2 years, 60 million. Ill, you guarantee him 40. Ill, you don't have to pay him the whole 60. You guarantee him 40. Put the other money in incentives on the back end. I mean, this is how every contract is written. Derek Carr will have an incentive-based contract too outside of his guaranteed money. Now, most likely he's not going to hit every incentive, but should he hit every incentive, that look at what that does for the franchise. Derek Carr hits a playoff and NFC championship incentive. Look at the money he just made for the franchise. That incentive money won't be shit there. That money won't mean shit if he hit his incentives. But let's just look at it though. I just want y'all, let's look at these numbers real quick. To everybody that say 35 is too much money for Derek Carr. And mind you, throw for 4,000 yards 4,000 times in his career. Been to the Pro Bowl 4,000 times. I mean 4 times. Playoffs multiple times. You know what I mean? Under all kind of different regimes. So I mean, Derek, I can't take nothing from Derek Carr. He's gonna throw touchdowns. He's gonna throw interceptions. This is what quarterbacks does. But what I do know is the boy will win a fucking ball game, and if you put winners around him, keep winners around him via coaching staff that they've been putting together and players. You're a fucking. Y'all stay right there. Wait one. Just wait one, goddamn it. Y'all, yeah, talk amongst yourself. Shout out to 133 in the chat. My bad. But still in all, what was I saying? Yeah. Yeah, let's get back to the numbers. We're gonna get into the numbers real quick. Y'all, yeah. Chappie, what's popping? Talk to me. I'll be right with y'all. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, what was I saying though? Back to it, back to it. My bad. I appreciate y'all for pulling up though. You know what I mean? We got shit to talk about. Shout out Stephen Lane. Say rolling up a good great day. Now, yeah, I already got one. I got one cock, Stephen Lane. You already know. Shout out Stephen Lane for fucking with me. We got one of these path of thinking caps on. You hear me? Now let's talk about these numbers real quick. That's what I want to do. I want to look at some numbers. I want to crunch a couple numbers with y'all. Can we do that? Can we bust a couple numbers down? Now 35 a year. Let's just look at a 3-year deal. Look at 3 years. 3 years, 35 million. Now look at I mean, y'all gotta stop playing. Y'all gotta stop playing with me, man. Cause quite frankly, I don't think these numbers are high at all. When you know what you're getting. So you're looking at a 3-year deal, $105 million. 105 over 3 years. Now that's at 35 a clip. Yeah, you hear me? Now, mind you, those numbers are gonna change each year. That 35 million next year to go up, they'll probably owe them 38. And the next year, you know what I mean, depending on how they break that down. 3 years, 105 million for Derek Carr. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. You signed Derek Carr 3 years, $105 million. You got your starting quarterback for at least 2 years right there. Now, if you like me, a nigga that don't believe that you should draft an Anthony Richardson with the number 9th overall pick, I weigh it out. I weigh the two things out. I weigh out an Anthony Richardson. I don't want him at 9, but I know he may be gone at 9. So if I goddamn, if I bet on myself and say, hey, we see where the chips fall at 9. If he there or not, he gone, he gone. Then me evaluating or looking at that 3-year 105 for Derek Carr looks that much better than me because for one, let's just be real. You're not getting them the whole $105 million. No organization, not unless Derek Carr comes in there and asks for that whole fucking pie guaranteed. Now, if he come in here and say he want that whole, if he say, look, I want 3 years, 105 million, but 80, let's say he want 80 to 85 million of that guaranteed. That means you break that three down over 8. You guarantee him 80, and then the rest of that 105, that what is that? That's another what? 25 in incentives over the next 3 years should he or if he hits him. So if you break down 3 years over $80 million, shit, you're looking at roughly 25, 26 million a year now for Derek Carr. I say do this deal. That's what I say. If this is a deal that's out there, if Derek Carr can be had at 35 million a year, and the amount, and let's say he just wants a 2-year contract, off him 3 at 105 million. This is how you lock a quarterback in. I mean, where the fuck Derek Carr gonna go if the Carolina Panthers offering him 80 million guaranteed? No fucking where. He locking in right there. Shit, I don't give a fuck who you are. Aaron Rodgers playing for 80 guaranteed. Watch, trust me. Shout out Stephen Lane again for that super chat. Say, I am a member of the Unky Bunky Club. You goddamn right you are. Shout out Detail for that super chat. PFF, has Sam 22nd and Carr 23rd in final QB ranking. See, you got to understand, Sam Darnold didn't play no bad football, man. When he finally got his start, Sam Darnold didn't play no bad football. Like I told y'all, training camp, in this year's training camp, when he was so-called splitting reps, and I'm talking about Sam Darnold, when he's so-called splitting reps with Baker Mayfield, Everybody's account of Sam Donald was he's not doing anything that wants him to even lose his job to Baker Mayfield. Everybody word was Sam Donald. Sam Donald is having a great training camp. He was playing perfect. He was doing everything right in training camp. I think what ultimately got Sam Donald hurt was the fact that Matt Rule took reps from him. You know what I mean? And what ultimately led to Baker Mayfield's sorry ass display was Matt Rule stealing reps from him. So either way, both of those guys lost out under Matt Rule's helm, under his helm. That shit good. Shout out to everybody. If you don't know about Gentleman's Jack, go get you some. It's a little expensive. This is a small bottle, but hey, small bottle. And you get you a little bit of this Dr. Pepper cream. What is it? Yeah, cream soda. You in the game. Mean mix. See, if I drink, I'm a sophisticated, I'm a bougie bitch. You feel me? If I'm gonna drink anything, it's got to, you know what I mean? It's got to do something for my palate. It's got to do something. I just can't drink no bullshit. Not. This ain't no bullshit. This is, you know what I mean? This ain't no bullshit. This is a true drink here. You know what I mean? Go to the restaurant, they're gonna hit you for about 8, 9, 10 hours. Shout out Tyson. Shout out Tyson for that cash app. Tyson, I love you for that, boy. He say happy anniversary. Love the content, my G. I ain't gonna stop, Tyson. That's my word. That's my word. Shout out my moderators in the chat. Shout out my moderators. Y'all hashtag Tyson. Next time Tyson come around here like that, I'm gonna have to mod Tyson. Hashtag Tyson in the chat, man. That's big love, Tyson. I love you for that. Now, what was I saying? Yes, if we can sign Derek Carr for around that kind of money, I say get it. Shout out Stephen Lane. Say I miss getting drunk. Oh wow. Hold up one second. Now, Stephen Lane, don't miss getting drunk, bro. If you don't drink no more, my bad. And Stephen Lane, if you want me to stop showing this good drink on camera because it's fucking with you, I'll stop showing. Type nigga I am, man. Shit. I'm indulging, that's all. Yeah, Donna B say Woodford. Shout out Donna B. Donna B, you started this shit. This Jack and Coke shit. I've been drinking Jack and Coke since me and Donna B and my wife were down there in goddamn 1058 a few weeks back. I mean, I always knew what a Jack and Coke was. I done had them before, but that shit had me feeling good that night. I've been drinking on them bitches since then. I ain't really drunk nothing. I got some 1800 in here. I got some of the blood. I got all kind of drink in here, but man, I've been fucking with that Gentleman Jack. I be shout out Donna B. I had a great time with Donna B. You know what I mean? And it's been like every time we link up with Donna B, it's a good time. You know what I mean? She got a good vibe around. Great vibe. But we got to sign Derek Carr. Keep saying that shit. And quite frankly, he's still on the table. And with him still being on the table, we got to get Derek Carr. We have to. Got to sign Derek Carr. I mean, if Jimmy G is more of a... I looked at Jimmy G as well. The only thing about Jimmy Garoppolo is the time he's missed. And quite frankly, by my account, if I'm looking at him, nothing says to me that Jimmy G is gonna stay healthy. You know what I mean? Anything can hurt Jimmy. Anything. You know what I mean? And like I told you, that's what ultimately gives Derek Carr the proverbial edge, rather, in stats. His stat line is better because he played more games. But Jimmy G is highly accurate. You know what I mean? He completes a lot of balls, 87 touchdowns in his career, 14,289 yards. 40, like I said, 87 touchdowns to 42 picks. A little better than 50, almost 60% split there. Shit, overall, like last year, Jimmy G finished with 103 quarterback rating with all the injuries and everything. For a career, he's a high 99.6 QBR rating. High 99, high 99. You might as well say 100 overall. So if we talking about what Jimmy G can do at the quarterback position, make no mistake, he can give us what we need at the quarterback position. But can we protect him? You sign a Jimmy G that gives us more wiggle room, more room to wiggle. Shout out my nigga QT. More room to wiggle there. You know what I mean? Meaning we can, flex a little more in the draft. You know what I mean? We can definitely flex a little more in the draft via sign some of these top picks at the top, whether we go out and get us another offensive line. I think we need to get us a young center now, honestly. You know what I mean? If it's a quarterback we going to get in the draft, you're going to have to pay him with a young center sooner or later. Sooner or later, you're going to have to get him the center. Fuck y'all think Patrick Mahomes is who he is because of the center. You know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes in the center. Look it up. Look it up. The center on that offensive line, Patrick Mahomes. Like I told y'all, any quarterback has to have a great relationship with his starting center, more so than his left tackle, left guard, right guard, the center, the quarterback. They relationship. They got to communicate on different levels. You understand me? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all know I love y'all. Step on the like button. Step on the like button, man. Let me know y'all fucking with me. Subscribe if you new over here. Shout out Stephen Lane for this super sticker. Stephen Lane running it up on y'all ass. Show that love. Show that love. Jump in the Cash App. Jump in the goddamn super chat. Copy a super sticker. You know what I mean? I want to thank y'all again. Like I said, the channel's still young. We're about what? Where we at? We in February, April 23rd. I established the channel. May, the weekend of Memorial Day, I dropped the first bit of content. So we almost a year in. Channel almost a year old. Shout out to everybody that fuck with Unc_2020. Channel almost a year old. Far as much as I can say, I mean the journey right now, a year in, has been wonderful. I mean, look at everything we done got there been through. Look at everything we done look at all the trees we done shook since we started this thing. You know what I mean? Look at everything. Look at everything that's done happened since we jumped this motherfucker off over here. You feel me? And nigga hate this shit. I mean, you start to separate the weak from the fake. Yeah, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. We start seeing a few things. Start realizing who really fucking with us and who ain't. You know what I mean? But see, that's what time does. Again, it makes me circle back. I bust a U-turn back to what we started the live with, talking about one relationship, one woman, one man, one relationship, and what time does. See, time will separate. Time will allow you to see what's real and what's fake. You feel me? Why you always heard? Give it time. Give it time. Cause if it's time, yo, time will allow you to see what's gonna stand the test of it. You feel what I'm saying? Now let's move on. Shout out everybody that's been fucking with me. We almost at a year. Like I say, 200,000 views. We approaching fast already. I'm proud of that. I love y'all for that. Hey, look. As far as watch time and hours go, we've done unprecedented numbers over here at 20 at underscore 2020. You know what I mean? And it ain't me. It's y'all watching this shit. I love y'all for that. You know what I mean? I try my best. I told y'all I'm a stand on it. I'm gonna bring you content. Shit you can stand on, shit you can go out and regurgitate because you gonna know that there's fact there. If it's coming from here, they know. Let's move on. Let's move on. I love y'all though. Just want y'all to know that. 2,000 subscriber giveaway coming. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna smack a few of y'all. I think we y'all agreed. Y'all as the subs agreed. Y'all wanted four $50 winners. Then opposed to one $200 cash app to one winner. You hear me? I think y'all agreed. I gave y'all the choice. Matter of fact, don't even worry about it. I'm gonna put a poll up in the community section. But let y'all vote. Four $50 prizes or one $200 prize. I don't give a fuck. It don't matter. Somebody gonna get that money. You hear what I'm saying? Somebody gonna get that money. Y'all know what time it is. Let's move on. I stand on Derek Carr, and like I say, to me, Jimmy G, same thing. If you can have either one of these guys, I think as the Carolina Panthers organization, you gotta entertain because me, and I'm only talking about me now. I ain't saying y'all. I'm not comfortable with drafting the AR-15 with number 9. Or God, y'all made me call that nigga AR-15. I swear to fucking God. I said I wouldn't go do that bullshit. Anthony fucking Richardson. I don't like the idea of drafting that nigga top 10. I really don't. I'm taking Jimmy G over Anthony Richardson, especially number 9. Damn sure taking Derek Carr at 100+ million, 80 guaranteed. Shout out Scott Fitterer. You listen, that's a starter. Start with 80. Max out around 85, 90. Hey, fuck it. Start at 80, but your max can be 90. Should guarantee him 90. Fuck that. Get the nigga in the house. If that's what y'all thinking about. I'm tired of fucking playing with these motherfuckers, man. I swear I am. Tired of playing with these niggas, man. Tired. Y'all gotta be as well. You gotta be tired of playing with these motherfuckers, man. You have to. Shit, let me drop the link in the chat. Yeah, man, just cause I want to see what y'all talking about today. See what y'all talking about. Somebody pull up on me. Let me know how you feel about this. Let me know which free agent you eyeing or you think the Carolina Panthers should entertain. Me personally, I told you I got a list, a significant list, and it's very detailed. Bobby Wagner makes the defense that much better, improves this fucking linebacking core immediately. Alan Lazard, instant offense at wide receiver, guaranteed over the deep threat, deep, big body, red zone target. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alan Lazard, Lazard, 3 years, 33 million. Jimmy G, Derek Carr. I say Derek Carr better. If he wants 100+ million, give it to him. Guarantee him 90 of. But if Jimmy Garoppolo is an option, I say entertain that as well. Both of these guys gives us what we need at the quarterback position for the next 1 to 2 years, I believe. And I don't fucking believe in drafting Anthony Richardson with a top 10 pick. He's not evaluated there. And I'm talking about my evaluation. Now I'm not worried about no fucking Mel Kiper. Not worried about no Adam Shep. None of they analysts, none of they shit mean nothing to me. Don't affect my judgment. So shout out Andrew. Oh, whoa, wait one. Shout out Donna B. Donna B pulling up on me. Donna B, what's going on?
Happy anniversary.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. You know what it
Happy,
is.
happy anniversary.
I love you for that. You know that.
Of course, of course, of course. You know you met Danny. I'm gonna take you back to some 70s or 60s songs. You met Danny, and the one song come to mind was I only meant to wet my feet.
Why you say that?
Good, you gotta listen to the song. It's called I only meant to wet my feet. But then you
All
started
right.
singing that. Then you started going with Darling, Darling Baby by the OJs. And you were singing Treated Like a Lady by the Temptation.
Yep.
And then you ended up with Forever Mine by the OG.
Shut Donna B, you ain't that damn old girl. Why the hell you
Okay.
talking like you? Why you talking like you 50, 60 years old? You ain't that old yet.
Okay, anyways. I just try to say happy birthday. Love the channel, love the content, love the rhetoric going back and forth in the channel with people. Love everybody that does pull up and show you support. And I can't wait to the meet and greet.
Yeah.
And you know my one thing about that meet and greet, I get the first damage.
I got you. Oh, it's gonna be there, Donna. We gonna definitely have that barbecue. We gonna
Of
definitely
course.
have
And
that pork out there. Yeah, man.
okay, we on
If y'all don't
we on
know, Donna B about my wife's size. They little bitties now, but Donna B can eat. She can eat like
ain't nothing wrong with
motherfucker,
eating.
man.
Ain't nothing
Huh?
wrong with eating. I love to eat. Sure, that's a
Yeah,
hobby.
she little bitty, but they be eating all kind of shit up there. Oh yeah, man. But Donna B, we about at that year mark. Andrew, hold on, I got you, baby. I'm talking to Donna B, one of my first mods on the channel. Shit, matter of fact, one
I
of one
know.
of the first mods. Yeah, Donna B,
Okay,
we at
but
a year. We about to hit a year now, and I want to say I appreciate you for everything you done for me and this platform over here. You know what I mean?
I got you. I got you. I've been watching the sub count, but there's some weird shit going on with YouTube. Like we don't get notifications, and then for some reason, we're being unsubbed from um channels that we subscribe to. So I urge everyone to go check your subscriptions because I
That's
was
all right.
subscribed from
I
certain.
see. You know what that is, Donna B. That's look.
Mm.
YouTube try and put pressure on me. They email me and shit, wanting me to start this that damn YouTube membership shit, wanting me to make wanting me to make or charge or start the membership program or making my subs go to memberships or shit like that. And hey, quite frankly, I don't feel like the channel's at that level yet, but YouTube think it is because and that's by y'all. Shout out everybody in the chat. Y'all making this channel fucking run with and fuck with YouTube algorithms, especially with the chat. In the chat, they got it's a statistic with YouTube that they rank and rate the chat and how many chats per minute or how many people chat per minute. And quite frankly, y'all got me up there amongst a lot, at the top of the list when it comes to Carolina Panthers or this particular, you know what I mean? Shit,
Okay.
spectrum of YouTube. We at the top when it comes to chat. And they want me to fucking make a membership list, and I ain't done it yet, Donna B. That's all. So they making y'all or they forcing y'all to resubscribe. They resetting the subscribers. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
because I was gonna say, what y'all do? Kick me out the group or something? But anyway, I'm gonna let you go back to football. Enjoy your day. Tell Danny love.
Hey, you know I got you, Donna B. I appreciate the love, man.
All right. Talk to you later.
Oh yeah, y'all hashtag Donna B in the chat. Shout out Donna B for pulling up. Damn it, Donna B. Andrew, what's up, baby?
Happy anniversary, Huck.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Yeah, man, we been going at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You better be taking that lady out for dinner tonight.
Yeah, it's all about what she want to do. You know what I mean? I fixed her a good 7-star breakfast this morning. You know what I mean?
You got to take care of him, Unc. I was married 42 years and I just lost my wife. So
Yeah, man.
don't let him slip through the cracks. Hey, Unc, I'm going to
Yes,
answer your
sir.
question. I'm going to answer your question on these free agents.
Yes, sir.
We still got to draft a quarterback, but that doesn't mean we can't take a Derek Carr. You realize Derek Carr's been in the league 9 years. He's missed 2 games. 2 games.
Ho, whoa, whoa, ho, whoa, and whoa. Say that shit again, Andrew.
He's been in the NFL for 9 years and he's missed 2 games.
Oh yeah, but hey, hold on, Andrew. Just by you saying that, I signed Derek Carr for $40 million a year.
Well,
He's worth it. He's worth 30 to 35 to 40 right there because he only missed 2 games.
Well, that's the reason I
go
bring
ahead,
it up.
Andrew.
I'm not done. Listen to this. Okay, so you've got Jimmy G or him. That takes care of the Jimmy G question because Jimmy G can't play a full season. Okay, that's number 1. All right, number 2, if Derek Carr were in the NFC, he'd finish only behind Tom Brady, Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, Geno Smith, and Aaron Rodgers last year, and he played 2 less games. Okay? And in the AFC, get this, he only finished behind Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen in total yards, completions. So there's only 2 AFC quarterbacks in 17 games that threw for more yards last year than Derek Carr did in 15 games. He finished 3rd in touchdowns, Derek Carr, and he played 15 games. The point I'm trying to make is he is a top-notch A1 quarterback who doesn't get the credit he deserves because he's playing in the AFC. All right? If he were to come to the NFC, he'd probably be one of the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the whole NFC. And we could
Shout
win
out James Hurd for that cash app. My bad, Andrew. That's big love, James. You know I love you for that. Shout out James, man. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, shout out James.
Yep.
But you still want to get your quarterback, okay, if the draft is available. But I'm going to tell you right now, if we're going to win next year like we want to, I can assure you that that New Orleans and Tampa, Atlanta, they're all going to improve. They're going to improve their roster. At least 2 of them are going to get a quarterback.
Well, I'll tell you this, Andrew. And see, that's why I like you, Andrew. The way when you talk, it just opens another view, another vision up, another avenue, rather. So let's say, like, we signed Derek Carr in free agency. I'm okay with staying at 9 and drafting Anthony Richardson then because this one solidifies my quarterback room. I know that Derek Carr's there for 1 to 2, maybe 3 years. If he gets hurt, Anthony Richardson gets viable reps.
Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I mean, this is the only way I could be okay and with squeezing the trigger at number 9, top 10 for Anthony Richardson. You gotta ensure me that you have a contingency plan for him. You know what I mean?
Signing Derek Carr doesn't mean does not mean we do not get a quarterback for the future. We still got
a fact, Andrew.
What
that tells me is that you want to get that. The fact that you got questioned at the quarterback position year in, year out, that shows me that this regime no longer wants to be or no longer wants to address that shit no more. If you sign a Derek Carr, then draft for Anthony Richardson at 9, that shows me that this regime said no more at that fucking bullshit quarterback questioning shit. You know what I mean?
Tired of losing, Unc.
Say it again, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm tired of losing. Look, if we draft Derek Carr, we'll win the division outright. There's no doubt in my mind about that. We'll win the division outright, okay?
Yeah.
And then we'll have a year, the worst case scenario, we'd have a year of Anthony Richardson sitting there learning the system under which the Panthers are going to operate with Frank Reich and Thomas Brown. And it's a win-win situation. If we
Ex-
draft a Richardson at 9th and we stick him right in there, it just really depends on what New Orleans and Tampa Bay is going to do, because if they get a seasoned quarterback like a Derek Carr or Jimmy Garoppolo, they're going to win their share of games, okay? Because you don't need a lot of wins in this division to take it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Andrew.
Yeah. So
yeah, because when you say that, I think about the outside games, outside the division. You and with a Derek Carr or Jimmy G on either one of those teams, especially New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know, they become hell, you throw Tampa in there. Fuck around and Tampa gets a Derek Carr, it may be a problem. You know what I mean?
Problem, man. Go look at his numbers, man. Don't forget, look who's been playing for the freaking Raiders. What the hell have they done? You all right?
Yeah.
The
LA Raiders are not the Vegas Raiders are not the Vegas Raiders, not the Oakland Raiders if it ain't for Derek Carr. Mind you, he's been the face of that franchise for a while now.
Yeah, he has.
You know what I mean?
He carried that team on his back in 2021 when they went to the playoffs.
Fact, Andrew.
Yeah, he's the only reason they got there. Okay. And because their defense wasn't doing shit, but he couldn't be stopped that year near the end. So he's a good quarterback.
Well, let me ask you this, Andrew. Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo. Is Derek Carr the best free agent out of this group then? If we honestly evaluate everything.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why, because you're not going to get Aaron Rodgers for $35 million.
Right.
Okay? That's number one.
And even due to his age.
It would be a trade. So we have to give up 2 number 1 draft picks for Aaron Rodgers. Okay?
Yeah.
Derek Carr's an unrestricted free agent. You don't have to give shit up to sign him other than
Not
money.
at all. Not at all.
So
that's a fact, Andrew.
So in my view,
Derek Carr is the most attractive free agent at quarterback this offseason. By far.
By far.
I say by far. Now, Jimmy G close, because you can get Jimmy at a decent price, but you got to understand Jimmy may or may not stay healthy. I don't believe he will.
And that's why I like Carr. Like I told you, he's only missed 2 games.
God, that's an Iron Man. Yeah, that's what you call Iron Man, Jimmy. I mean, Andrew.
Yeah. He's a big dude. What is he, 6'3"? I think he's 6'3", 220, somewhere in there. So
typical quarterback size. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a big dude, man. And he's still got that cannon arm. And he
can run a little bit. He can move a
I'm
pocket.
telling you right now, Unc, he will tear this division up.
Hey, Andrew, I know this. I know this, Andrew. He's top dog. Day one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Top dog in this division. Day one. Day fucking one. And if you get him a running back, I got another live show coming for y'all maybe this evening. You know what I mean? I got 2 of them lined up for y'all.
That shit, Unc.
I got some more news for y'all, and I'm kind of waiting on some more clarification, but it's gonna come down today. So I may be going live a little later on this evening. You know what I mean?
I'll be on. I never pass listening to you, Unc.
I love you, Andrew. I really do, brother.
But I think, and then on the other thing, when we're talking about, there's a Bobby Wagner. Yeah, I went to a couple Ram games this year. You know, I live out here. I went to SoFi and watched. That guy can ball, man. Yeah. What a linebacker. I couldn't believe when they let him go. I'm like, what the hell? And
I think they don't want to give him the money. They going younger. They got a player that they think they can take his position. See, when franchises draft well at certain positions, you're gonna have players come up behind your starters that you see a high ceiling in. You know what I mean? That's just a fact.
Yeah.
And they got a couple players over there they ready to get a real good look at. Shout out Stephen Lane again for that super chat. Say 2 live shows, Mr. Uncle Bunky. Wow. Yeah, I'm grinding, baby. I'm grinding. I ain't
So
content. You know what I mean? We
we're
try
in
and
pretty
get the 2,000 quick.
good shape.
I'm still trying to get the 2
Yeah, and
clicks.
clear. Let's do it. We got to do it on your
Yes,
anniversary
sir. Well,
weekend. Wouldn't that be
Andrew,
great?
why I got you? What you think about Alan
Mhm.
Lazard?
I like him, Unc, but you know who I like better? I like Robert
Talk.
Woods. He was just released.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And that news. Hey, look, they're talking about him as well because him and Thomas Brown has supposedly got a great relationship.
that's right.
So you got to look at that, Andrew. That Robert Woods shit may be more. I just didn't want to mention him yet, but we might as well talk about it. He may
Yeah,
be coming to Carolina, another big physical wide receiver. You know what I mean?
yep. I'll tell you what.
We
If we
fuck
can,
around and get Cooper Cup over here as well.
oh yeah, that ain't gonna happen, man. He's a hero out here in the West, man. They love Cooper Cup. But I'm gonna tell you, if we make the right moves in free agency with the draft picks that we have, you're looking at a Carolina team that become like a dynasty in the next 6-7 years. I mean,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
6 or
for the
7 years.
next 6 or 7.
Yeah,
You're right.
not in the next,
You're
but
right.
for 6 or
Multiple
7 years.
division wins,
Yeah,
multiple playoff wins, possibly
because
championships, NFC,
we're not that
possibly
far
Super
off.
Bowl.
We're not on the defensive side of the ball. We're in really good shape. We got to plug some holes, but that's what the draft and free agency can do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hey, Andrew, you signed Bobby Wagner for this linebacking core. I think I say he makes this defense that much better because look at how much just of an impact he helps the defensive line that we think, or Carolina Panther fans know. Shit, it's struggled. It's the defensive line in Carolina is struggling, to say the
Yeah.
least.
And I'll tell you
Bobby
something too.
Wagner
Bobby
offers an
Wagner,
injection there,
he, Bobby Wagner is one of
especially
the
in the
best blitzing
3-4 scheme.
linebackers in the league. Okay, he's one of the best blitzing linebackers in the league. So
Wow. What you
yeah,
talking about, Andrew?
yeah, I love Bobby Wagner, man. I've always liked him. When he was Seattle, he was dominant. He went to the Rams, and people were saying, "Oh, nobody really wanted him." I watched him play all year, man. That guy can ball. He's a hell of a ball player, and if we could get him, and he has a connection with Thomas Brown, and boy, what a win it would be for Carolina to get a player like him.
Oh yeah, it really would be, especially at the linebacker position. I mean, it's a big splash. It's a sexy pick, just like Scott Fitterer alluded to in his press conference, maybe about a month. Well, at the end of the season, said they looking to make sexy picks. Now they can make the sexy picks,
Yeah,
and whether that's free agency or draft, I'm expecting that, Andrew. You know what I mean?
yeah. We got to get our quarterback. Don't misread what I'm saying. But I'm only mentioning Derek Carr because I think realistically, we're not going to have a shot at C.J. Stroud or Will Levis or Bryce Young because there's too many teams ahead of us now. Unless they package something like a Brian Burns in there, then we might have a shot at it. But if we don't, and we end up drafting a Anthony Richardson or a Tanner McKee or someone like that, they're probably not going to be ready the first year. And so getting someone like Derek Carr would ensure that we could win the division and get to the playoffs. And who knows what happens in the playoffs? You just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, especially if you got a run game and a defense. Your
Yeah,
ass in the end, you fuck around, look up, you in the NFC title game.
that's
That's
right.
what happens in the playoffs, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know as well as I do, Unc, it's not always the team that has the best quarterback that wins the Super Bowl or gets to the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah. So I think it would be for $35 million, and you say you get him on a 2-year, 3-year deal. I don't see anything wrong with that because you're going to get your quarterback anyway. And the last thing you want to do is throw him out there. He'll turn it, when he's not ready, he'll turn into a Josh Rosen.
Yeah, yeah. And
and
you can ultimately fuck his psyche up as a rookie. And then he can't bounce back. You'll start hearing him say
and
shit
really,
like he see ghosts or something. Shout out Fade for that cash app. Fade, what's up, baby? Fade say for Taylor Lewan was released. He's a good old line piece. Okay. Well, you're gonna start seeing a lot of players released, and it's about to heat up. Oh, Andrew,
yeah.
Anthony Richardson will be in the combine for the quarterback day Saturday.
Oh
He's
wow.
one of the headliners. I can't wait.
I'll have to watch your replay that day. I got to get to a
Yeah,
funeral
yeah.
because
Yes,
the
sir. Yes, sir.
quarterbacks
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Andrew. But
the
yeah,
quarterbacks will
I
be
just
out,
I
out
just
on.
thought I'd let y'all know that
Yeah,
Anthony Richardson will be a headliner in this year's combine.
yeah, they're on Saturday, so
Yep.
yeah, you're gonna have to watch that. But yeah, Anthony Richardson is going to be in that combine. That's a fact.
Yeah, you know what I want to see though? What I really want, I'm not worried about his movement. None of that. I ain't worried about his movement. You know what I mean? Shout
I hear
out
you.
Big Cat. Big Cat put out a video earlier today talking about Anthony Richardson. And he was and I think Big Cat said his biggest concern about Anthony Richardson is his ability to be inconsistent. Now he can make all the fucking throws, especially when he get hot. He's a rhythm type of motherfucker. You got to get hot to
Yeah.
complete a string of passes.
Well, what
But
scares me about him, Unc, is he's only started 13 college games as a starter. Okay, and so let's just assume that he came. We all know he's got the size and the arm, and he can run like Lamar Jackson. We all know that, but the consistency, it's hard to get a good read on a quarterback who's had one college season as a starter. That's my only concern. It doesn't make me right, but I'm saying that I wish I could seen more of him before we spend a high draft pick, let's say, on an Anthony Richardson.
that's a fact, Andrew.
These other
That's a
guys have
fact,
had
brother.
3 or 4 years starting, in college, and you get more of a read on where they're going to be. If you spend a first round pick, like your 9th pick, on an Anthony Richardson, you pass on some good talent, and he turns out to be Jamarcus Russell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't know how these guys are gonna be, but that's a chance you take. You can't. You've got to take that chance sometimes, especially when he's got. We all know what kind of talent he's got. We've seen it. But
Yeah, you're right, Andrew. I mean, I don't know what process these guys are gonna put these quarterbacks through, what series of questions. I don't really know what a scouting or what particular scouting units are looking for. Whether it may not be nut or anything physical, Andrew, that the scouts are looking for. It could be all something intellectual. You know what I mean? It could be something as simple as which way a quarterback see or break down a wide receiving route tree. It's simple. I don't know. It could be anything that these scouting agents for the NFL, as far as criteria go, what they're looking for.
yeah,
Now, if you ask me, if you let's say, do I believe Anthony Richardson can read NFL defense, especially let's say when it's a 2-minute drill, Andrew, fourth quarter, he down by 4 points. No, a field goal ain't gonna win it. Got to score type shit.
mm-hmm.
If the clock is on his ass, if the clock's on Anthony Richardson ass, do I believe he can read a NFL defense when it's sped up? Hell no.
Yeah,
Hell no. Do
I
I
agree.
believe he can manipulate an NFL defense with his eyes if the clock is sped up on him? No. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree 100%. But that's why if you draft someone with that kind of talent and you sit him out and watch Derek Carr or watch how the NFL work, and he gets the tutelage of Frank Reich and Thomas Brown and Josh McCown, he's got the tools to be a superstar. Let's face it, man. The guy he's probably got one of the best arms out of the draft as far as strength wise.
Oh yeah, that's a fact, Andrew.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
so he's worth the shot in my view, but I don't think he's going to be ready right away. I think that would be a mistake to put him right out on the field. I mean,
well, Andrew, either way, whether you put him out week 1 as a starter or not, sit behind a starter and develop 1 to 2 years. Either way, the offense or this organization will have to create a playbook around Anthony Richardson. So, with that being said, I mean, why even risk drafting him? Even if you do sign a Derek Carr, why risk drafting Anthony Richardson knowing that he's gonna have to sit, knowing that whatever offensive scheme you have in place or think you're gonna put in place, especially with Derek Carr, because their two skill sets aren't the same. They're two different quarterbacks, Anthony Richardson versus a Derek Carr. So knowing that when it does become or does come time for Anthony Richardson to start, and if you draft him in year 1, Derek Carr go down, do you trust Anthony Richardson in the playbook that you created for Derek Carr? See this the signing or the drafting of an Anthony Richardson does a lot, and it does a lot. It also because for one you got to look at the coaching staff, the coaching. Thomas Brown, offensive coordinator, Deuce Staley, Frank White or Frank Reich, however y'all want to say it. I call him White.
You know what? It could change the whole thing too. Is to hear me out on this now. Let's just say you make the best point I've heard yet. Do you want to build your team around an Anthony Richardson when there's going to be at least 7 good quarterbacks in the draft? That you could pick up someone, let's say, in the 2nd round. And if that happens, I'm thinking that they're going to probably try to get a defensive lineman to help Jared with this 3-4 they're going to run.
Okay.
Because they could use that 9th pick and get a hell of an edge rusher, because I think Will Anderson,
a game changer, Andrew
Wilson,
a fucking game changer. You can get that defensive on the edge at 9. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, Andrew.
Gone, but I think Seattle's probably going to draft Tyree. But the point I'm making is we're going to need some defense if we're going to run that 3-4. Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah. You got damn right I do. That's why signing a Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner makes he's great, a great piece for a 3-4 base. Yes. You get Bobby Wagner, now you letting me know you really serious about trying to be successful at the 3-4, because Bobby Wagner in the 3-4 scheme, he gonna be hell. He'll be hell.
Bobby Wagner, I'm telling you, I watched them all last year, Unc. Guy played his heart out. He was probably the top player on defense for that team.
Oh yeah, 140 tackles last year, Andrew. 6 sacks, 2 interceptions.
It's not going to be cheap signing him, so we got to consider that.
Well, he did, from what I'm hearing, and this is my sources on the ground, say Bobby Wagner say wherever he go, this is the last stint, this is the last contract he's signing. So with that being said, he may want to go out on the top end, but if teams around the league know that Bobby Wagner's here, this is his last stint, they'll probably just guarantee him more money than they put in the contract. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Base. I don't think it'll cost that much to get Bobby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a
Especially
good
for
point.
another year or
Yeah,
two.
you bring up a good point. They could tie it to the end of his contract. You know what I mean? And
Oh
save
yeah.
the money. Yeah. So he's a can't miss as far as I'm concerned, man. If we could pick him up in free agency, God, what a it would really help our defense.
Yeah, yeah, tremendously on two levels. I'm talking about on the defensive line and the linebacking level. Bobby Wagner helps this defense on two levels, man. Shit, he look 6 sacks last year, 6,
I
and
hear
from
you.
the linebacking, 140 tackles, and he had 2 interceptions. He great in coverage. He can do it all.
Yep. Yeah, and
Shit, man.
we got to keep working on freeing up some money because there are some good for the positions we need to fill in free agency. There are some good free agents out there.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It really is.
If we don't have to draft a tight end or a linebacker and we can get him in free agency, that means we can use our draft choices.
Well, I say this. You sign Derek Carr, you may have to forget about a Bobby Wagner. You
So that's
sign
why
Derek Carr, you can also sign an Alan Lazard, a weapon in free agency at wide receiver, but there's no way if you sign Derek Carr, you can entertain Bobby Wagner. There's no way. Because I think Bobby's gonna. I mean, even I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, the Panthers don't have that kind of money like that to just lock down Derek Carr for 2 to 3 years, guarantee him 80 to 90 million. We don't have it like that. If we in free agency, we're gonna have to blow the bag on Derek Carr pretty much. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, Andrew. If the Carolina Panthers know that they want to dedicate at least 75 to 80% of their cap space on Derek Carr, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. And
I
that
would
means
too.
you turn around and you re-sign Deontay Foreman in free agency, then you go into the draft with your draft picks. You got multiple premium picks.
That's a
You go
fact.
into the draft, man.
And it's a deep draft. You know, you've got players in the second round, probably 15 of them that could be in the first round in any other year. So
Andrew, I tell you this. I'm okay with Max Dugan sitting for a year. You know what I mean? Behind the Derek Carr and the Josh McCown at quarterback coach. I'm okay with Max because there's no telling what his ceiling could be. You know what I mean? He could go either way, Max Dugan. He could be a good one in the NFL or he could be a bad one. He could be a great one in the NFL or he could be a flop. You know what I mean? His ceiling could go as high as it can as far as north, or it could go as low as it can as far as south. You know what I mean?
I hear you. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
okay with
We
a
don't have
Max
to use
Dugan,
a first round
especially a
pick.
Stanton Benson.
We don't have to use our first round pick on a quarterback. There's enough quarterbacks in the draft. If we sign a Derek Carr, then you've got time to get this player ready for the NFL.
That's a fact, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact, man.
And we got a young
mean,
team. We got a young team, so you don't have to. You know, we can win next year and still build our team to where we can become pretty dominant in the division if we make the right moves.
very, very dominant. I mean, like I say, if the quarterbacks are eyeing Anthony Richardson at 9, I mean the Panthers, the Carolina Panthers, let's say they all in, and by all accounts, Andrew, there's multiple mock drafts saying got Anthony Richardson falling to the Carolina Panthers at 9. I know I ain't the only motherfucker that seen it. They out here. Now let's say the Carolina Panthers all in. Let's say they locked in on the Anthony Richardson at 9. The only way I'm okay with that Anthony Richardson at 9, Andrew, and let's say no bridge there. Let's say we don't get no bridge. Not even re-signing Sam Donald. You got to do something there because I don't know what's taking so long, but if you sign a Anthony or draft Anthony Richardson at 9, for one, Andrew, you're gonna have to start him week 1. If you value him top 10 pick, there's no excuse on the planet that you don't start him week 1. But that means you also stay pat or stay true at what you got as far as draft capital. That means you're gonna have to get him some help as far as a weapon on the outside, Andrew. That's as far as wide receiver in the draft, high second round draft pick. Andrew, you may have to get him another second round pick as far as a tight end. You're gonna have to reinsure you bolster this defense somewhere on one level, whether it's cornerback or defensive back, middle linebacker, or defensive end, linebacker. I don't care. You're gonna have to get Anthony Richardson some kind of weapon. Period. Because the only way I can justify the Carolina Panthers drafting him at top 10 is by him being played week 1. I don't. If you draft this nigga at 9, Andrew, and you come out and say, "Oh no, he needs a bridge. He's a project. He's a project. We're gonna let him sit a year." The Carolina Panthers just set themselves back for 2 years. I'm gonna say that right there.
Yeah,
because for one,
unless you have a free agent like Derek Carr there, you set yourself back. That's my whole point.
Oh yeah, definitely. Look, Andrew. That's why I preface my comment by saying, if you don't sign a free agent in Derek Carr, and you say you're gonna go on in wholeheartedly believing in Anthony Richardson at 9, then you must start him week 1. Us as Panther fans, we gonna have to live and die with him. So it's either get behind him or don't. You know what I mean? So say April 28th, April 27th, draft night, top 10, the Panthers on the clock, Anthony Richardson come down. As a Panther fan, I don't want to see or hear no fucking boos. You know what I mean? You can't be upset with the pick because for one,
if you're the GM and it comes down to the 9th pick and all the quarterbacks are off the board except for Richardson, what does Unc do?
I'm not drafting Anthony Richardson at 9. I'm telling you I'm not. Because not unless, Andrew, I swear to God, listen to me. If I'm GM and I'm by the time we get to the draft and we sitting at 9 and Anthony Richardson there, make no mistake, Andrew, I like his ceiling there. I do. I like what he is. I broke him down about a week ago. You know what I really like about Anthony Richardson, Andrew? Not his size and his physical frame. That shit ain't impressive because, quite frankly, he ain't the biggest quarterback I done seen. Cam Newton was.
Right.
But I'm impressed at how quick his release is. His release I watched him now in the combine Saturday. I want to see it with nobody blitzing him. I want to see what his rhythm looked like a boxer shadow boxing, Anthony. You know what I mean, Andrew? A boxer shadow boxing. That's him. That's him in his own mind. That's him in his own rhythm. Nobody's throwing punches back at it. You know what I mean? So a boxer shadow boxing is hard to break his rhythm up. So when Anthony Richardson hit the field Saturday for the combine, nobody's coming off the edge. He know what route he's throwing. I want to see how smooth his release is routinely. That's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Because his shit is compact, which means in the NFL that buys him time. Meaning he buys himself a extra split second versus a quarterback with a long strided release. Anthony shit short, compact. I like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna buy him time at the next level, which could be deadly time for Anthony Richardson because he can fucking escape the pocket. And from there, shit, he's electrifying. I say that his running is his best attribute. But I love how compact and quick his release is. In the pocket, he's small.
There's
He's
no
skinny.
doubt that kid has got multiple talents as a quarterback. He's as good as they get. The problem is, at least for me, is when you spend a first round pick, you've got to see more of them. That's only my view. I wouldn't pass on him. I would take him at 9. That's the difference between me and you. I think he's worth a shot because of he's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's got a very strong arm. All the other things he can be taught. You can't be taught to get bigger and stronger. You are what you are, and so he can be taught how to read defenses, go through his progressions. He can learn all that from a good coach like Josh McCown and Thomas Brown. But the reason I brought up the Carr deal was that's assuming that we do draft an Anthony Richardson, because I've seen quarterbacks get ruined by putting them out there too fast. I got worried that Trevor Lawrence wasn't going to come back after his first year. He looked terrible.
Yeah, but goddamn it,
they fired when they hired what is his name, Cooter. They straightened him out. Okay.
Yeah,
and,
see, Andrew, but Jim Bob Cooter, he got good ways with quarterbacks. He, just hiring somebody like a Jim Bob Cooter, i.e. Josh McCown. See, somebody tutelage with the proper knowledge of something, Andrew, can be significant, to say the least. Like
it's
a
everything.
motherfucker can show you how to fix a car.
I've always said this. I've always told you this. Now listen to me. A good coach is everything to a player. It makes all the difference. Okay? Look how Baker Mayfield stunk up the joint, right? And what did he do? He went over and quarterback for Sean McVay, and they're talking about keeping him over Stafford here because he looked that good. Okay. The point I'm trying to make is if you get a good quarterback and even a decent quarterback, and you give him an excellent coach, he can really become a very good quarterback. And that's why I'm saying Anthony Richardson to me is worth the gamble at 9 because of his physical attributes, and we all know what he potentially can do. And with the right coaching, hell, he could be as good as any of them, really.
Stop right there, Andrew. You led me to my next question. Shout out Andrew for holding me down over here. Andrew, certified, well-spoken young man. Andrew, you led me to my next question.
Okay.
With this franchise, not with this coaching staff. I want it from you. With this coaching staff, do you believe there's enough experience? And I'm talking about from the quarterback lens. And on this staff, good enough to, let's say, help a Anthony Richardson, progress in the year 1. Should we draft him at 9 and start him week 1? Is this coaching staff good enough, to help him progress through this year 1? Now, knowing he gonna take some fucking bumps and bruises, he gonna get his ass stomped out a couple times this year. Is this coaching staff good enough to help him progress, Andrew? Like you said, Jim Bob, you didn't think Trevor Lawrence was gonna bounce back. Jim Bob helped him. Is this coaching staff good enough year 1 to help Anthony Richardson?
I think it's 100%. I think it's 100% good enough. I think it's the ideal.
God, I love it, Andrew. Talk that shit.
I think it's ideal for a young quarterback to come up.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I mean, you've got not just with Josh McCown, but you've got some good offense. Frank Reich. Well, they called him the quarterback whisperer. Now, I never really liked that title, but you can't deny the fact that he knows quarterbacks, and he's a good offensive coach. Look how he did as an offensive coordinator. Look how he did as a quarterback coach. You know, he's got a double dip with Frank Reich and Josh McCown to succeed as a quarterback. So this is an ideal situation for him. You know, as much as I like Steve Wilkes, what could Steve Wilkes offer a young quarterback for teaching?
Nothing.
You've got
nothing.
two of them here.
You right. You right.
So
Andrew, that just now we circle back to it. Let's circle back to it. You draft Anthony Richardson at 9. You got to start him week 1. I'm sorry. You got to start him week 1. And like we both agree, Andrew, we believe this coaching staff with the awareness that it has and the football knowledge that it has is good enough to let's say help Anthony Richardson progress year 1. I say you got to start him if you draft him. Shout out Leo. What's up, baby?
Peace. What's up, gentlemen?
You know what time
Leo?
it is. We
What's
feeling
going on,
good,
man?
Leo.
Man, that's good to hear,
Leo,
brother.
you
That's
don't
good to hear.
drink, do you?
No, I don't, brother. Nah.
Yeah, you got to get you a bottle of this. This is made for you.
Oh, what's
Called
that?
Gentleman's Jack Daniel. Gentleman's
man.
Jack. It's made for you.
You have my portion, brother.
I got you, baby. I
I
got you.
appreciate it. Hey, I hear y'all talking. Hey, leave Derek Carr alone. Y'all run from that dude, man.
Why you say that?
Derek Carr's not a winner. Derek Carr win percentage is not even 50% as a starting quarterback in the NFL. It's low 40s. Derek Carr is Dak Prescott. Stats only.
Hey, well,
Derek
they
Carr.
both wear. Hey, Leo, they both wear number 4. Shout out Leo. Say Derek Carr's the white Dak Prescott.
Yes, sir. Derek Carr almost got 100 interceptions his whole career. He only barely got 200 touchdowns. Derek Carr barely got 200 touchdowns passing. Barely. He got 217, I think it is. He got 99 interceptions. That interception to touchdown ratio is
Hey,
4.
Leo, hold
sir.
on before you go off the deep end. That amongst the players that came in the league at the same time as Derek Carr, that's
We
amongst the top. That puts him up there with Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, that puts him up there. He's up there with the top amongst touchdown and interception ratio. Before you go further, I'm talking about with him compared to the quarterbacks that came in the league around the same time he did.
No. I'm going straight up.
Derek
I'm going
Carr's at
straight
the
up.
top.
I'm going straight up player. I'm going up player. I ain't talking about who his competition is, because his competition, he came out before Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
Derek Carr going on his 10th year.
That's what I'm saying. He not a winner. And he was,
Derek Carr had 2 more interceptions last year than Patrick Mahomes.
Derek Carr is not a winner.
He's not playing for the Chiefs.
Oh, what the Chiefs got? The Chiefs got Devontae Adams on their team? The Chiefs got the number 1 running back in the NFL last year on their team?
The Raiders don't have near the defense that the Chiefs have.
Oh, no, Andrew. You heard what I said. Don't
good pass rusher on that team.
Don't do that. I said, did the Chiefs have? You said he didn't have the Chiefs. The Chiefs don't have a good defense.
I said the Chiefs are a much better team than the Raiders. Are you saying that that's not a fact?
No. The Chiefs got a better quarterback. The Chiefs got a better quarterback.
Patrick Mahomes to Derek Carr. I'm not making that comparison because Mahomes is a much better quarterback. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the question was, if we had to sign, would it make sense for us to sign Derek Carr?
Not for the money, no.
His numbers, he would have finished 4th as an NFC starting quarterback. Of all the quarterbacks last year in the NFC, Derek Carr would have finished 4th behind. He would have finished almost even with Aaron Rodgers.
That's a fact.
But the stats mean nothing, because if Dak Prescott couldn't beat Brock Purdy.
What the hell you mean the stats mean nothing?
We talking about winning. Derek Carr in the league, his win percentage is horrible as a starting quarterback. It's been plenty of games that he has lost the game for the Raiders, throwing
Yeah,
duck
yeah. I mean,
interceptions.
Leo, now I can't argue with you. It ain't like he's a like he got a knockout. But see, a lot of shit equates or contributes to that, Leo. He ain't. I mean, as a starting quarterback, every time they lose, don't equate to him. You feel what I'm saying?
Who
You
get the
do know that,
blame?
don't you?
Who get the blame though?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
Derek
fact.
Carr.
You're
Derek
right,
Carr.
Leo. Because
Derek
if they
Carr
get
had
the
the
win, and
yeah.
they get the win, his ass all in the camera as well.
Yeah. Derek Carr had the number one running back in the NFL last year on his team. Derek Carr had, they say, debatably the best wide receiver on his team. If you got two of the top 5 players in the NFL on your team, what's your excuse?
Well, let me ask you something, Leo. You say stay away from Derek Carr, right?
For that money. If it was just
Oh,
like
okay.
probably
All right,
like
yeah,
$20 million,
the money turn you off, and see, a lot of fans gonna say that, and I can't argue with them, but you gotta understand, as a fan, we don't control what the GM does as far as money go. Look, 30 million, 40 million a year in the paper when they say it, and they talk about it in the media, Leo. To us, that's content. To the players and the organization, that 40 million ain't shit. They gonna get that all kind of ways, whether it's selling niggas hot dogs and beer and jerseys, all kind of shit. The money don't mean shit to the organization. It's just content for us to talk about. So when we talk about, when you say I don't want to give them all that money, you do understand that you and I I mean, it don't mean shit. The money don't mean shit to them, Leo. So if it don't mean shit to them, it shouldn't affect our decision on what we want to do as far as who comes to Carolina. So with me saying that, Leo, take the money out of it. Why else don't you like or want Derek Carr in the organization?
he already had a ceiling
Oh
on.
yeah, you just told us he ain't a winner.
He's not a
Okay.
winner.
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, I can't
He'd be
argue
the
with you.
yeah, he'd be the best quarterback in our division, but Tom gone, so that ain't saying much.
Yeah.
We'll
Well,
make the playoffs. We'll
question,
make the
Leo.
playoffs. Yes, sir, bro.
In the free agency, Derek Carr, Jimmy G, and may possibly Aaron Rodgers. Who's the best the free agent quarterback to you in this year free agency out of the 3?
Well, you gotta take Aaron Rodgers out of. He's not a free agent. It's only Jimmy G, Jacoby Brissett. I would take Jacoby Brissett and draft, a rookie quarterback. You trying to win
Oh
next year? You can't
God!
do that. You ain't. Oh,
Whoa!
y'all trying to win next year, man. You're
Really,
not gonna.
nigga?
Oh, you're trying to win next year, man. You got to slow down on that, man. You got a new coach, man. You're gonna lose. You can't win. You're not gonna beat. You're not gonna beat Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl with no Derek Carr. The only way you could beat Patrick
Leo,
Mahomes in
you
the Super
ain't
Bowl.
beating Patrick Mahomes with no fucking Jacoby Brissett.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to beat him next year. You got to draft. You got to get a young quarterback on a rookie deal and hope he pans out.
So you said we not trying to win this year?
I'm not expecting to win next year.
Oh,
What
you
we trying?
crazy as hell, Leo.
How you trying to
Hold on,
win?
hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Y'all say bye to Leo. And look, y'all know I fuck with Leo. I boot Leo myself right there. Wait, that Leo crazy as hell. What the hell Leo mean we ain't trying to win next year? Fuck you talking about? See, Leo, sometimes I know what time it is. I had to get rid of Leo. Leo ain't finna fuck my vibe up. You know what I mean? He ain't finna fuck my vibe up. Y'all know what time it is over
This
here.
is what
That Leo
this is
ass
the kind of stuff.
ain't exempt over here.
But this is the pardon me, Unc.
Don't worry about it. Sound like a good grade thing to me, Andrew.
This is what bothers me, is because when Leo said, well, Derek Carr had Devontae Adams. Well, there's Kansas City had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce too. All right. So you can't throw that out as a comparison and say, well, he had Devontae Adams and couldn't win with him. Okay. He did win with him. They didn't go far enough, and it was a matter, and a lot of it had to do. I'm not giving him a pass. Derek Carr isn't a great quarterback. He's a very good quarterback. And then if you compare, just look at his numbers where he would be in the NFC. You know, Derek Carr only threw for less yards than two quarterbacks in AFC last year. And he only played in 15 games. He was behind Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. And then so the point I'm trying to make is he had more yards thrown than Justin Herbert. Okay. So he's getting a bad rap because he's playing for the freaking Raiders, man. You know, I've watched the Raiders year in and year out just gag it up, stink the place up. And it wasn't due just to the quarterback. He's probably been sacked. He's probably in the top 5 quarterbacks who've been sacked over the last 5 years. And he's missed 2 games in 9 years due to injury. 2. So you're getting your money's worth. If you at least get him as a free agent, I'm not saying he's the quarterback of the future or we're going to go win the Super Bowl. I'm saying if you're going to draft someone like Anthony Richardson, who in my opinion won't be ready that first year, if you want to be competitive right away and win the division, you could do it with Derek Carr. What happens beyond that, I can't guarantee anything. But if you want to win the division, you're not going to do it with a Matt Corral. You're not going to do it with Sam Darnold, who's going to be gone anyway. And you're probably not going to do it with, you know, a Max Duggan, even though I think he can be developed. He's not going to be ready next year. 2 quarterbacks, in my opinion, or maybe 3, are going to be ready to step in next year in the NFL. And that's Stroud, Bryce Young, and maybe Will Levis. Because Will Levis comes from a pro-style offense anyway. So he's seen the NFL type play in college. So I'm not saying Derek Carr is the quarterback of the future, but we were talking about would he be a good signing as a free agent. And if you're going to roll with Matt Corral and whoever you get in the draft, if you don't move up and Anthony Richardson, get used to the cellar, baby, because we're going to be in it for a while.
Well, my question is this, and even when you speak of Max Duggan, shout out C-Dog. Happy birthday, boy.
What's going on, my nigga? Happy birthday,
Yeah,
man. Appreciate it, man.
But Andrew, even when you talk about a Max Duggan, my question is simple. I think, and I gotta resort back to this coaching staff. Can this coaching staff help any rookie quarterback we draft? Like, even with a Max Duggan, even in year 1, can this coaching staff help any one of these rookie quarterbacks out? That's my question. Because if we capitalize the right way in free agency, and let's say we don't go a Derek Carr or quarterback at all. But point is, fellas, we can't escape it. We only got Matt Corral on the roster, which means it's a 98.9% chance we sign a free agent, whether it's Sam Darnold, PJ Walker, or Derek Carr, or Jimmy G, or fucking Jacoby Brissett. It's a 98.9% chance the Panthers sign a free agent because we don't have any quarterbacks on the depth chart, fella. You gotta understand.
Hey, but real quick, man. But man, Frank Wright, I think Frank Wright have goddamn PJ Walker for a little bit. Man, what we need to do is just bring back PJ Walker, motherfucker Sam Darnold, man. You know what I'm saying?
See, dog. If you bring back Sam Darnold and PJ Walker just for camp and let PJ Walker and Corral battle it out, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that,
man. I'm okay with that, man. You got all these young goddamn coaches, man. Got them Frank Wright supposed to be a quarterback whisperer.
I say you put some more weapons around Sam Darnold, offense and defense, get him a game changer. Shit, I mean, but I don't think that'll happen, C-Dog, because this is a new regime, brother. Yeah, we can't keep overlooking that shit. This is a new regime from top to bottom. From top to bottom.
It is, but my thing is, I mean, man, man, I just don't want to go get another quarterback. We don't know what the fuck we got in Matt Corral. That's
See,
my only
dog,
thing
you
is.
gotta go
Well,
get somebody. This is a new regime, my brother. This is a new
I know,
regime.
but we don't. But look, we don't even know what we had with the rookie we got from last year. Say this motherfucker come out here and got them do decent to ball out. I mean, uh, Matt Corral has a quick release.
I
Matt
mean,
Corral
see,
played in
dog,
the
Matt
SEC.
Corral. Look, listen, see, dog. Matt Corral is default by decline, nigga. He's a default nigga. He on the depth chart regardless. So if and when that nigga come back healthy, what he ain't gonna be ready come training camp. That's what they already saying, nigga. So
No, he healthy
automatically,
right
man.
now.
Say what?
He healthy right now. He healthy right now.
He up where right now?
He healthy right now. He got out the boat like 2-3 months ago. He came out the boat.
See, dog, that nigga still ain't been cleared to take no NFL snaps. Do your research, man. You hear me? Matt Corral ain't been cleared for 707 or nothing. You hear me? So I'm telling you now, he may not be ready for week 1, C-Dog. Make no mistake. Keep that in the back of your mind. Matt Corral may not be ready week 1. Quit. I don't even know why you keep alluding to that motherfucker, man.
But look, I didn't want him to play week 1 anyway. I want you bring back Sam Darnold or PJ Walker. Then you let Matt Corral play like the goddamn the 8th game of the season, like halfway through the season. But he done got some reps behind the stuff, you know. He ain't really get no reps in the past year because he was injured.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw him to the Wolves.
Yeah.
They throw Sam Darnold like that for half of the year, and then got them.
Yeah. Let's get C-Dog the fuck out of here. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Not today. Yeah, see, C-Dog, for some reason, don't understand. Matt Corral coming off a fucking season-ending injury. Keep talking about he don't know what he is. I saw a lot of Matt Corral last year in the preseason. Shout out C-Dog for not watching the fucking preseason. Nigga be telling on themselves. They tell on themselves. I watched every game in the preseason. I saw a lot of Matt Corral. See, y'all the ones.
We don't want to go into next year with the same fucking quarterback problem that we had going.
That's a fact. And talk that shit, Andrew.
Last year, because last year it was like, who's going to quarterback? We got to know who our quarterback's going to be. And we got to give him the reps in preseason because it's so damn short. The preseason is, otherwise we're just going to be experimenting all year again, doing the quarterback swap. I'm tired of that shit.
Yeah, that's why I say again, Andrew. You signed Anthony Richardson week 1. The only way I'm comfortable with that is if I know he's week 1 starter. Don't play with him. Throw his ass in the fire. If he gonna lose, we gonna lose. I'm that invested in the Carolina Panthers. If we gonna go all in for Anthony Richardson, top 10, Andrew, I want to see him start week 1.
I hear you. Does anybody here think that Derek Carr, if he were starting for the Carolinas, would throw? Does anyone think that Sam Darnold and PJ Walker would throw for less interceptions than Derek Carr? Come on.
Okay, Andrew. I'm glad Carr you said that. Let's be honest. Let's keep it a whole thing.
He's a 4-time Pro Bowler, Unc, and he's 31 years old.
Yeah. Andrew, let's be honest. Let's keep it a whole thing with these motherfuckers. If Derek Carr's a Carolina Panther, I'm talking about currently as the Carolina Panthers constructed, and I got news for y'all. I got 2 live shows broke up for y'all today. I'm just waiting to drop this other one. I got big news for y'all. I'm just holding on to this pussy. I'm keeping her in the house. You know what I mean?
Can't wait to hear it, Unc.
Yes, sir. But either way, Derek Carr on this team is presently constructed. He throwing for 3,800 plus. Maybe 25 to 30 touchdowns. If I'm gonna be honest and keep it a whole thing, I could say 15 interceptions. Pro Bowl season. This team wins an ejection of Derek Carr, an injection of Derek Carr to this offense wins us 3 more games. So we finished 7-10. We 10-7?
Yeah.
Division champs right there with an injection of Derek Carr. So that was with Tom Brady in this division. Referees pulling for him and all. No Tom Brady, that makes the Panthers 4 to 5 games better. That's 11 wins, 12 wins. Stop playing, man.
Yeah.
Derek, it's not about the money to me. I'm sick of people like C-Dog saying it's the money. Who the fuck is he to talk about money? Leo talking about money. They don't want to give up the money. What the hell they mean, Andrew? Who money is? It ain't theirs. Fuck you mean you don't want to give up the money?
That's what I'm talking about. Quarterbacks who have the numbers that Derek Carr has demand that kind of money. That's just it. That's the bottom line. Where are you going to find a quarterback who throws for over 4,000 yards a year, 4 Pro Bowls, and you're going to sign him for what, $15 million? That ain't going to happen.
See, dog, you got your goddamn attitude straight because you
my
niggas.
Nigga, hold on, my nigga, real quick, my nigga.
Hold on, real quick, cause y'all get to the point that where y'all real stuck the fuck up as Panther fans to the point that where y'all want to discuss the money being an issue, like y'all don't want to give it up, as if y'all making these consignment deals amongst these sports stores for these NFL jerseys, as if y'all are true PSL owners. See, dog, you PSL owner?
No, sir.
No, sir. So you see what I'm saying?
No,
who the fuck are y'all to talk about Derek Carr and even throwing the money out there as if y'all paying the nigga the money?
Real quick,
Go
man,
ahead,
because
C-Dog.
Leo called in here and said some great things about Derek Carr. Man, do y'all know what Derek Carr record is as a starting quarterback in the NFL? Do you know how many games he's under?
What is
he's like 20 games under 500. He's not even a 500 quarterback. Why do you want a quarterback?
So you don't know the number exact.
Oh my God.
Do you know
my man,
the number exact?
I knew. He's like 15, 20 games under 500. I know he's not a 500 quarterback. So basically, he's a fucking loser. Because he never had a winning record since he's been in the fucking league. So why you want to bring a goddamn quarterback?
Let me ask you a question. You don't put none of the losses on the coaching staff or nothing?
Oh, this nigga just had the best receiver in the league and then do nothing this year.
Do you put any losses? Do any of those losses go on the court or go on the coordinator or the head coach? Or did the defense lose any of those games?
I can't really pull the coach, man. Derek Carr is not a quarterback that's going to win you games, man. He's basically a fucking game manager, man.
He's been to the Pro Bowl 4 times, bro.
Wow, what do he do in the playoffs, though? He don't do shit in the fucking playoffs. You know how many playoff wins he got? Fucking 1? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, C-Dog. Listen to me. Listen to me, my nigga. Listen to me. So you're saying, now, knowing Derek Carr's been with the Las Vegas Raiders, Los Angeles, Oakland Raiders, his entire career, he's had multiple offensive coordinators. The defense has changed. He had multiple defensive players, multiple players around him, different players change. So I'm asking you, C-Dog, out of some of those losses that Derek Carr has lost, you say 20 games under 500. So let's start with 20. Yes. Out of 20 games, did the coaching staff or defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, had none of those other elements lost any of those games? Can you equate any of those games to those different elements around Derek Carr? Is what I'm asking.
I can't give him no pass.
So you understand me, nigga. So you understand me. Can you blame any of those losses anywhere else?
I can't blame nobody else, man, because he's just a jag. He's just another fucking guy. He's not that guy, man.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Real quick, real
No,
quick.
hold on,
Real
see,
quick.
dog, ain't no real quick.
Oh,
Stop right
man.
there. Because
Yes.
I've heard you on multiple occasions say that Cam Newton lost the games or lost the amount of games he's lost because he didn't have weapons around him, or he, or the head coaching. Y'all blame shit on the offensive coordinator. I've heard multiple times y'all point the finger at Ben McAdoo. I've heard multiple times y'all blame losses on Matt Rule. So if you being a Panther fan and you can blame losses on different elements like the defensive backs, let's say CJ Henderson getting beat over the top. If you can blame losses on, let's say, the offensive lineman, you know what I mean, who can't block. Let's say you can blame the goddamn losses on the head coach that can't coach. Why can't you say that Derek Carr or some of them losses around Derek Carr you can contribute to the same thing? Because I see, dog, I'm not a Raider fan, but I can swear to God that they lost a lot of games due to their defense. I can swear to God that they lost games due to coaching. So you can't put all
do you
that
know this
shit on
past year?
Derek Carr, bro.
Now, real quick. Now, do you know this past off season, the Raiders spent money and went for goddamn old boy from the Cardinals, Chandler Jones. So they had two bookend defensive ends this year.
See, dog,
Chandler
that was
Jones
this year.
and goddamn.
That was this year. He been a Raider for 10 years, bro. He been a Raider for 10 years. You talking about weapons or players they put around them last year or this year? I'm saying
What I'm saying
it
is,
wouldn't be fair. It's not fair to Derek Carr, nigga, for you to say all those losses that he got under his helm is his fault and his fault alone, nigga. That ain't fair.
tell me this, and real quick, man,
Let's keep it a whole thing, nigga. That
hold on,
you
real
not
quick.
being fair to Derek Carr. You not.
Let me just say something real quick. You know who Derek Carr's brother is, right?
David Carr.
David Carr. Now, real quick, was his brother any good in the NFL?
What the hell's that got to do with anything?
Andrew, please answer my question. Was Derek Carr's brother any good?
Ain't nobody gonna answer that dumb shit. If you ain't got no
it's not a dumb
nigga,
question.
do you
Listen
have
to
a
me. If you
point?
let me finish now. Look at the DeVosa brothers, or look at the Mannings. Derek Carr, their family don't have no lineage. Look at goddamn J.J. Watt or the Watt brothers. He's not like that, man. That's what I'm saying. He's not that dude, man. Look at the other goddamn some of the other football families. They like that. Joey Bosa and goddamn both of the Bosa brothers are good. Derek Carr not that guy, man. I just gave y'all a perfect example, man. You
So
look at any other goddamn.
you ain't gave me no perfect example of shit. The only thing you gave me the perfect example of is the fact that you don't like Derek Carr. That's it.
You're not talking facts. You said Derek Carr never had a winning season. He was 12-3 in 2016. For almost 5.
I didn't say he never had a winning season. What I said is he's not that fucking guy. He's a fucking jag. He's just wow.
Hold on here. He was 10-6.
He sound like Skip Bayless. Man. Skip Bayless always bring a Mayfield one goddamn season.
Well, no,
Come on, man. Stop that shit, man. Stop with that bullshit.
You got a problem with the facts. You got a problem with the facts.
We're going to get C-Dog out of here. C-Dog fucking my high up. You understand me?
No,
shout out Stephen Lane.
Use facts.
Yeah. Shout out Stephen Lane. Say shout out Mr. Ugly Buck. I don't know what the fuck wrong with C-Dog. He won't admit. Just be honest. Keep it a whole thing. You don't like Derek Carr. Just say that shit. Because any other way you try to, justify the reason you don't think he should be a Panther is really that, you basically shitting on Derek Carr. When y'all come in here and say he 20 games under 500 and all of them 20 losses is his fault, You shitting on him. Because I done heard a bunch of you big head motherfuckers say Cam Newton ain't have weapons. Cam Newton ain't have offensive linemen. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all just got through for the last 2 years talking about how Matt Rule can't do shit as a head coach. Shit, Matt Rule get blamed for going for winning 5 games for 2 years in a row. Not the starting quarterback. Y'all, all of those losses couldn't or does not but deserve to belong to Derek Carr, is what I'm saying. These niggas crazy. I don't know what these niggas be thinking. See, 9 times out of 10, most of them ain't Panther fans or truly don't want a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck they be thinking, Andrew.
Yeah. Well,
my high up, I'm too sharp with this shit. And when you come in here and do all that hollering and screaming and ain't got no fucking valid point, I don't know how to take that shit. Yeah, go ahead, Andrew. Shout out C-Dog for the content. Let's see what he got to say again. I know he better calm the fuck down. You really ain't talking about nothing, C-Dog. You have no valid point on why you don't want Derek Carr. If you say it costs too much, you just a fan, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You ain't spending no money. You ain't paying Derek Carr, nigga. You probably ain't went to a Panther game in 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Fuck we talking about? God, these niggas, Andrew, they killed me. Yeah.
You know, every time LC Dog loves to get on there when I'm on here. The bottom line is, if we're going to get a free agent, we need someone who can come in and win for us. If we're unless we move up in the draft, if we can get up there and get CJ Stroud or Will Levis or Bryce Young, there won't be a real need for a Derek Carr or Jimmy G or someone like that. Okay, right. What I'm talking about is if Sam Darnold's going to get signed by somebody, there's just not. It'll be an NFC team because there's not many good quarterbacks in the NFC. 3 maybe at best. You know what I mean? I mean, you got Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, and Geno Smith, and Aaron Rodgers. That's it. And if you had if Derek Carr would have been in the NFC last year, he would have finished as the 4th best quarterback in the league. Okay, so
see, dog, what the hell you doing, man? Put that shit on mute.
Yeah, I'm driving, my nigga. What's up? I'm driving. I called before you got there, cut your shit up. I'll be home in about 5 minutes. I'm about to
hold on. I'm gonna ask you one question. Since you don't want Derek Carr, I'm assuming you don't want Jimmy G neither.
Hell no, what the fuck? Why am I keep going through this shit with the goddamn recycling goddamn quarterbacks every goddamn year? Come on with that shit, man. I'm tired of that shit. We've been doing this shit for goddamn 3, 4, 5 years. What are we doing? Come on now. I don't want none of these old ass motherfuckers that done been passed over, man. The Raiders got rid of Derek Carr because he ain't shit. That's why he got them a free agent right now.
All right. Stop right there. So you don't want Derek Carr neither. So what say you about moving up to get CJ Stroud or Anthony Richardson at 9?
Anthony Richardson. I mean, if we can move up and get Stroud, I'm not gonna be mad. If we can go get Stroud, go get Stroud. But we can't, man. Just stay pat and man, build up this defense, man. And go get goddamn Matt Carr some fucking help on his offensive line. Why you get quiet, my nigga?
Yeah, cause I just gotta go mute when I'm listening to bullshit. You feel me?
Oh my God! Come on, man! God, boy, my nigga, you give me a hard time on my goddamn birthday week, your boy.
Yeah. Nah, you giving yourself a hard time, nigga. You the one come in here talking that crazy shit, man.
Damn. oh, what's wrong with goddamn not goddamn drafting a quarterback? I mean, we've been doing this shit for how many years? So say we got to go out here and get Will Levis.
See, dog, you full of shit, bro. You full of shit, nigga.
I think everyone
because look, I could go back on multiple live shows and listen to the playback of you saying we ain't got no quarterback. We ain't got no quarterback. We got to get a quarterback. You know how many times you said that shit out your motherfucking mouth, nigga?
I never said we needed a quarterback, man.
See, dog, if you lie to me again, nigga.
I said, listen to me. I just told y'all this past season, y'all keep talking about we need a quarterback. No, man, we already got Matt Corral. We got a goddamn good defense. Keep building this defense up. You know what I'm saying? Let Matt Corral and Sam Donald come out here next year, like I've been saying. There's no need to go out here and get another goddamn quarterback, man. Like I said, we can draft Cam Smith. But the number 9 pick, Cam Smith might not be there in the second round. We need another goddamn quarterback. Our corners can't stay healthy. Do Andrew and Up agree with me about that? Can our quarterback stay healthy these last 2 seasons?
No.
Okay, then. So we know we need fucking corners. Because they can't stay healthy. Now, so boom, go get Cam Smith for that first pick, our first pick, number 9 pick. Then if you want to,
yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? Go get an offensive
Carr. It wouldn't cost us any draft picks. See, dog.
I know I don't want him, Andrew. Real quick, let me finish. I don't want his ass. Now, real quick.
You only missed 2 games in 9 years, and you said you don't.
I don't look. Derek Carr not gonna get me to a Super Bowl next year. That's why I don't need him. Now, with the second pick, you can go offensive lineman, or you can go get that middle linebacker from goddamn Oregon. Because we haven't had a middle linebacker since goddamn Luke Kuechly left. Now, if you can go get that middle linebacker from Oregon, he's like 6'2", 6'3", and he is a Samoan. If you can go get him, man, now we good. So the first 2 picks, I wouldn't be mad if you go defense. Cam Smith and linebacker. The first 2. Now the rest of the picks, I don't give a fuck what we do. We can go got the receivers or whatever. But the first 2 picks, I know we good when we got the upcoming season starts. That means got Dante Jackson get hurt, we good. Got the J.C. Horn get hurt, we good. We're not gonna be lacking on the back end of defense. Then we will finally have our goddamn starting middle linebacker, who will be a fucking rookie, which we need because we don't have a true middle linebacker right now, unless they're gonna put Brendan Smith at middle linebacker. But Brendan Smith can play in the 3-4 scheme, so I don't know. Brendan Smith is a 3-4 linebacker as well. What you think about that, Andrew?
Well, I have no problem drafting defense as long as we get a quarterback in the draft somewhere.
Oh my God!
Matt Corral is not the future quarterback.
Dog, now, we just listened to your whole motherfucking soliloquy, dog. And Andrew said, "I got no problem with drafting defense." As long as we get a quarterback somewhere. And you tell us, oh my God. Just because he ain't a fucking agree with your logic.
But look, so say if we do go get another quarterback, then we're gonna have 2 young quarterbacks on the team. Then I mean, so y'all gonna want them to compete it out this year right here or next year? Like, how are we gonna handle this situation if you go get a quarterback?
Yeah, we lost C-Dog, Andrew. Andrew, we get ready to jump off, baby. I'm about to get my evening started. You know what I mean? I told y'all it's my anniversary weekend. Andrew, I appreciate you today, man, for the content.
Hey, thanks, Huck. You have a nice anniversary and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, and man. Hey, Andrew, I'm thinking about you this evening. I'm gonna take a drink for you tonight, my friend. You hear me? Because, like you say, you was in a long marriage, man, and I strive to do just that. You know what I mean? 40. I hope to God I can see 40 with my wife. You know what I mean? Too. 40 plus years.
Hey, listen, if you go back on tonight, I'll be checking you out.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, Andrew. I got a double shot for you tonight. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. I got news. I got
content coming, Unc.
Andrew, listen now. I got good news. Good news for Panther Nation. Something we can start looking forward to. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting on a little more information so I can spew it. But it's good news. It's already a good job. Yeah, it's already a good thing. I'm gonna see you this evening, Andrew.
Okay, Unc, you take care.
Yes, sir. Shout out Andrew in the chat, everybody. Y'all show Andrew some love. Hashtag Andrew name in the chat. Do that for me. Shout out everybody for pulling up. Again, you see the title. The Carolina Panthers are targeting key free agents. You hear me? And I gave y'all the list of them. We ain't gonna go back through them. Shout out to the chat. One love. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. If you new over here, please subscribe. Do that for me. We almost at 2,000. Share the video. Share the live. Copy the link to the channel. Send it to your family. Let them know what time it is over here at Unc_2020. I appreciate y'all again, man. We gone.